Broadcasting live, it's the Big 33 Football Classic.
I got no choice but to go hard.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. Morgan State University, Maryland's premier public urban research university. Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, a great place to live, work, and play. And powered by Under Armour.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Landis Field to be exact, for the annual Big 33 Classic. Some of the finest high school football players in Pennsylvania taking on another all-star team, some of the finest players in Maryland. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bruce Cunningham. To my right, veteran coach Mark Schmidt from Pennsylvania. From Maryland, Coach Doug Duval. And Doug, we'll start with you. Tell me about this Maryland team.
Well, this Maryland team is a really, really fine, talented team. I think it's probably one of the best ones we've brought up recently. We're blessed with some speed, but we've got really, really good offensive, defensive linemen, as does Pennsylvania. So you're going to see, if you like trench warfare, this is the place to be tonight.
So watch the big guys tonight.
The big guys. We've got some really talented players too. Evan Fockman out of Spalding High School, wonderful quarterback. Gabe Brightwell, great speed. Savion Williams, three-time big tackle from Wise High School, state champion. And Bahaman Miller from St. Francis, who's headed to the University of Maryland.
All right, let's take it downstairs. Our sideline man, Joel D. Smith.
Hey guys, we're here on the sidelines getting ready to go. Head coach of the Maryland team, Chuck Markowitz, is here. We always say it's difficult to get these guys ready in just a week. What was your strategy?
Well, you can't get them in shape in a week. You can't teach them too much offense in a week. So what we decided to do was try to showcase what they bring to us and see how that worked with, getting them involved in different things, offensively, defensively. I mean, defensively, you really can't do a lot.
I talked to these guys this week. They're talking about state pride. They know that the numbers aren't good overall in the Big 33 for Maryland, but they have confidence.
Well, here's what I told them before the game. Are you going to compete or are you going to compare? We didn't come up here to compare ourselves with them and their roster and where they're going. We came up here to compete with them. If they're better than us, they're better than us. There's no shame in that. We understand that. But we didn't come up here to lose. I'll tell you that. I'm not trying to talk a whole lot of stuff. I'm just telling you the way it is.
I get you. All right, good luck, Coach. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Back up to you guys.
All right. Thanks, Joel D. Coach sounds loose and ready to go. Coach Mark Schmidt, tell me about this Pennsylvania team.
Well, as much as the matchups are up front, it's a game of matchups in the secondary and a receiver, and there's speed on either side. It's terrific. And you're looking at our two quarterbacks. Both these guys, Udinski and Brenneman, are over 60+% completion. Throw it on the run. Very, very accurate guys. Had great high school careers, so we're really looking for a shootout.
Let's go back downstairs to Joel D. and the Pennsylvania coach.
All right, guys, here we're now with the head coach of the Pennsylvania side, Greg Bada. It's been a busy week. You guys got to get a lot done in a short period of time, but these guys look pretty ready.
They are. They're ready. I mean, when you got some of the best athletes in the state, they know the game of football. It's just a matter of putting the X's and O's together as the offense and defense. And probably the hardest part of this game is special teams. And Coach Gallus from Portage just did a great job this week getting these guys ready on special teams.
I talked to these guys earlier in the week. I mentioned pressure to them. Their teammates from the past say, hey, we always beat these guys. You got to do it again. How much pressure is on these guys?
A lot of pressure. I was there in a loss in the 14 when we lost in double overtime game. So for me as well as these guys, I'm sure there's pressure. No, Coach Markowitz and I spoke. And number one, we don't want to get anybody hurt. Number two, have fun. Number three, we're all winners. That's why we're here. We want to win the football game, and I'm sure he does too.
All right, we'll see what happens soon enough. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks.
Good luck.
All right,
we'll send it back up to you guys.
Thanks, Joel D. Mark, these players take an awful lot of pride in being selected, don't they?
They do. It's a very long process, but their name gets called, they really step up, and it's a terrific deal.
Doug Duval, Maryland has not always been a part of this. You decided to bring him back.
Well, fortunately, Mark was one of the fellows that was instrumental in bringing it back, and we really formed a close relationship between the Pennsylvania State coaches and the Maryland State coaches. So, we take great pride in this game. We take great pride in our friendship of the Pennsylvania coaches. It's really helped our state as far as football and recruiting.
Now, we have this game in mourning tonight. The longtime executive director of the Big 33 Classic, we lost him in the offseason. Let's pay tribute right now.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month. Plus, 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 6 potato.
That's right. Schmidt is proud to announce 6 types of potato breads and rolls. We have potato bread, potato long rolls, potato sliders, potato hoagie rolls, potato sandwich rolls, and potato split-top dinner rolls. When it comes to potato rolls and bread, there's no one else like Schmidt. Ask your local grocer for Schmidt potato breads and rolls.
I was used for an oil change.
Someone used me to renew their license.
To help the in-laws move.
I was used for traffic court.
If we're not used in the next month,
We're going to expire.
Come on, people! Don't your vacation days deserve better? Treat them right with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like 100 Nights of Lights.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to Landis Field here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You're watching the coin flip, and this is a good way to set the stage for you. In the blue uniforms and gold helmets, kind of looks like University of Pittsburgh is the Pennsylvania team. Facing you in the white is the Maryland team. Both these teams outfitted by Under Armour, looking sharp tonight, guys.
Really is great outfit. Under Armour's come in as a real supporter of the game, and hey, the kids get really excited about it. And this year, the kids get to keep their helmet. Riddell donated them to the thing, so the Maryland kids will go home with theirs.
Maryland won and will kick. If you look to the left of your screen in the yellow jacket, that's Hall of Famer Jim Kelly. The honorary chairman, coach.
Pennsylvania guy right there. Man, he was something.
There's Kelly right there. Played in the game along with many other great quarterbacks alone. Montana, Marino, Joe Namath. You could go on for quite a while.
Collins, oh boy.
There's one thing about Kelly is perseverance. You know, from the injuries he fought through, winning the Super Bowl 3 times, losing it twice, and coming back and winning it the 3rd time. That's hard to rally them troops when you lose in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure.
Jim Kelly knows a little something about that too.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, he was recruited by Joe Paterno, and Paterno wanted to play linebacker, called Howard Snellenberger down at Miami. He went down to Miami. That was some of Mark's stories.
Yeah, then he came back and beat Penn State.
I wouldn't make Papa Joe happy.
Nope.
Mark Schmidt, tell me about this referee crew. Where do they pull these guys?
Well, they alternate the head. The white hat is alternated. This year he's a Maryland guy, and there's 3 from Pennsylvania, and there's 3 from Maryland. Now the rules for this game, you have to play a 4-man line. You cannot blitz a linebacker, and you have to play man-to-man coverage, meaning if you line up, that's your man. If he goes in motion, you must run with him. So that's where the matchups come from. That's where you're allowed to move on the line of scrimmage, but you cannot have any major line stunts, no twisting. It's just straight up football. So they give you 1 week to get ready for it, and then you go. So
real head.
There's one of the deep men there. That is Terrence Green out of St. Joe's Prep, headed to Monmouth University. Back there with him on the far side of the field is Saeed Holt.
I think Hayden Always going to kick it in the end zone. Now the only thing is in this game, Mark, if I have the rules right, you can run it out of the end zone.
You
is
can.
That correct? We changed that.
He's got the win, so he should get it. He puts his foot on it.
Hayden August there, the kicker. He's from Quince Orchard High School in suburban Washington in the Maryland suburbs. And there's the kickoff. Ooh. Got some air under it. It's going to be taken on the 13-yard line, and that's going to be by Jeremy Jennings.
Jeremy Jennings from Downingtown East High School. took second in 100 meters. He's one of the fastest guys in Pennsylvania. He plays D-back, and he's a great returner.
So Pennsylvania will set up. Let's take another look at it, Coach Schmidt. Walk us through this here.
Looks like they've got a double team leading through, but number 5 standing there with his hands in the air. He's got to put his hat on, a white hat. That's what's got to happen.
So they're going to start from the 29-yard line, Will, Pennsylvania. Doug, it's gotten popular deferring when you win the kickoff.
Well, it's one of the things. You want the ball in the second half, get you a chance to get out there and not be under the gun. You just want to battle it. You got the wind blowing down the field. There's a bunch of reasons probably the coach made that decision. Me, I always wanted the ball.
Pennsylvania back to throw on their first attempt. Under some
missed
pressure, rolling out, looking downfield.
Could be intercepted. Nope,
Finally gets rid of it. That was Grant Brenneman of Cedar Cliff High School, a local kid here in Harrisburg, and that'll bring up second down.
Grant had a terrific career at Cedar Cliff, and just played absolutely terrific.
Here's our offense, Coach. Walk me through these guys.
Brenneman and Thompson, good running back. Street, Lezer, and Green and Davis are all speed guys. Davis is very crafty. Up front, they're all Division I players, and both tackles are really special. And
there's Doug. Walk me through the Maryland defense.
Well, when you look at them, you've got Josh Turner, Bryson Craven, Mark Vincent, great running back playing both ways. Barry Amos, Delaney Carter going to Maryland. I mean, we've got real talent. This last play, number 9 is headed to Syracuse. Really good player, Kingsley Jonathan. He's out of St. Francis. Just missed that tackle.
Good shot of the Maryland coach, Chuck Markowitz, years and years at Arundel High School, south of Baltimore.
Really great coach, done a great job up here this week.
Penalty takes it back to the 15-yard line, but look at this, room to run outside.
Sean
Thompson out across the 35. They're going to mark that at the 37.
This is a trademark play that his offensive coach in this game is Steve Devlin. That's his high school coach. This trap play that they run here is that
little S trap in it, coach out of Delaware.
Sean is a stud at this play. That was a great call. Got him back in the hunt. Won the field.
So that'll not give them a first down. It's still 3rd and 4. Remember, they had the penalty.
There's
the snap
play.
Goes awry.
Take your time.
Got up and threw it away. Probably not a bad move there, Grant Brenneman, and that'll bring up 4th down. So what do we learn from the first possession?
Well, Maryland's defense is getting off the football. They almost had a sack, created some problems. Now you had a little miscue there by Pennsylvania, but you're looking at great football to that strap.
It was a good snap, but it was came back pretty hot. I mean, Brenneman has got a lot of pressure on him to succeed in this game, and he just needs to settle down.
Brenneman took a hit.
Yep, he did at the end. But he was smart, get rid of the ball, nothing crazy. We still got field position. We get a good punt off here.
Marcus Vincent deep from Maryland, along with Chad Gleason. Both of these guys played in state championship games.
Both of them really good return men. Gleason was coached by the coach his whole career, the same coach.
Nice punt.
Got good coverage. He's got it. He'll run
the
with it, too.
19-yard line.
He's a player now.
Across the 25.
Nice.
Good job.
Up to about
good
the
cover.
27. Made something out of very little. That's Chad Gleason. Maryland will go to work at the 26-yard line.
Carson Landis committed to Lafayette, and at the last second, Coach Franklin called, offered him a preferred walk-on, and he took it day before signing date. As you can see, he's pretty multi-talented. That was a great punt into the wind. That won the field position for us.
Doug, Maryland offense.
Well, when you look at Evan Falkman, he's a great player. Came out of Kyle Smith's program down there. Gary Brightwell's got great speed going to Maryland. Tim Cole, Andreas Price. You know, as we look through these guys, Kyrie Jackson, Miles Wright, they can all play. Savion Williams, Tuani, Wood, Dorsogny, and Shikletsky, all big linemen. We're big up front. Let's see if we can move that Pennsylvania team back.
So the quarterback keeps it going around the right side, 30, 35, 40. Finally wrestled down at the 44-yard line. That's Evan Falkman out of Archbishop Spalding High School in suburban Baltimore.
Well, in this game, you're running a zone read, Doug.
Yes,
sir. Backside end has got to play smart. Watch, he overcommits number 9 here.
Well, he's headed to Navy. That's a typical Navy play. That's what Spalding likes to run.
Well, there you go.
Old Coach Neiman Sololo down there in Annapolis, happy about it.
We got a penalty here.
Some kind of a penalty, maybe.
Now
that's fortunate.
The official in the white hat
both
is
plays. Both plays started with a penalty for PA and Maryland. Everybody's just got to settle down and play a little bit here.
Well, you know, they haven't played football a lot since December.
No.
You know, so it's going to take a little while to settle in. Nice play, though. Nice read. Tough break for Maryland.
So they're going to try again.
Got that little swing.
1st and 15.
Good coverage.
Very well read by Pennsylvania. There's 4 or 5 guys over there in the flats covering that.
Great effort, though. Great effort. Caught the ball. You got to see how they cover the flats. That's what you got to do early on. So, yeah, you take a look at that.
Number 10 is Tim Perry, Pittsburgh Central guy. They've got always good at backfield. Good speed in the secondary here. And the defensive front is very active. The linebackers are terrific. All Division I players. Amos at Temple, Terry at Buffalo, and
see a little of that read.
Here's
right
Fogman. Keeps it himself, goes straight upfield. They're going to drop him at the 23-yard line.
If it hadn't been for the penalty, they'd be banging that ball now. You know, anytime you get a penalty early in the drive, it really sets you back a little bit. But I'm impressed with the Maryland lineman coming off that ball. You know, the game of football has evolved. This is what you've almost got to do now to be competitive. You got to spread the field. You got to make the guys run. You got a lot of speed. You got a lot of talent now in the game.
3rd and 13 from the 24. Looks at a sideline and badly overthrows the intended receiver, Kyrie Jackson, and that's going to bring on a punt. So both teams have had a possession.
Hey, we talked about it being a really good football game. You know, you got a possession both ways. Both teams moving, able to move the ball. You know, little miscues both sides, but good football.
Well, the other thing we've seen is you both predicted the play up front is what's deciding this thus far.
Yeah. I'd like to see him settle in and be able to bang the ball for a while.
Darian Street is back along with Terrence Green.
And Hayden August there, yeah.
Darian's going to Pitt, and both these guys are big play football players now.
So August is set up at about his 11-yard line.
Need a guy here.
Maryland is short one.
That will not make Coach Markowitz happy. He will be livid on that one.
They couldn't line up.
I think they called
a game, yeah. So they're going to back him up. But guys, you both coached in these all-star games. How tough is it to get just this much organized?
Well, I saw Coach Markowitz give it the old atomic bomb yesterday when we walked through walkthrough, and the kickoff guy was standing on the sideline talking to his buddy. I don't think he'll miss it this year.
I think everybody gets hyped up early in the game, and guys lose. You know, some of these guys aren't used to being on special teams, Doug.
Yeah.
Very few of these guys played special teams.
You know, so they got to realize they're part of something here.
Nice punt, though.
Hayden August gets it
Very
off.
nice coverage.
Good catch, Terrence.
That's good.
They're going to call that out of bounds. Let's call it the 49-yard line. So really good position here for Pennsylvania.
Coach Mark, you get a little real estate now.
Yeah, your guy. That was a nice series. I think we'll start seeing people settle down, and both teams gave each defense a freebie. So we'll get it cooking here. Now we got Reese Udinsky in there from North Penn High School at quarterback. He threw for over 4,000 yards this year. Just a good football player.
And there's a handoff around the right side, strung out very, very well by Maryland. The ball carrier for Pennsylvania was Justice Evans.
Don't do that. Come on, son.
And late flags.
Why?
Kingsley Jonathan.
Just can't do that. You know.
Little extracurricular there.
Yeah. Coach Botto will take care of that from the PA side. Don't you worry.
You can see Josh Turner out there with his arm on the official's shoulder. You know, you've been to a few football games. You put your arm on the official's shoulder and say, don't throw a flag. He didn't hurt me that much.
Yeah, looked like there was 2 sets, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
A starter and a finisher.
You know, in high school football especially, you never see the first love tap. They always see the second one, you know. You've been caught on that a few times.
Sure. Toyota, legendary safety and reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
You know,
midway through the first quarter here, or early in the first quarter of the Big 33 game, Bruce Cunningham, Mark Schmidt, Doug Duvall, Joel D. Smith down on the sidelines, and no score.
You know, I think you think back to Brian Billick, you know, with the Ravens. They're talking about physicality.
Yeah.
It's noisy down there in the middle. I just listened to it last play. Them guys get off of that football, and look at that rush. Look at that rush.
Wide open down at the 25, 20, 15, and going to be wrestled down at the 11-yard line. That is complete.
Yeah,
Joel Davis out of Harrisburg.
Flat-footed.
He's an electric football player. He was one of the guys the coaches told me about that just open field, catch and go.
You saw that speed.
Well, see, the good thing here, watch Udinsky. He just steps up, gives a little more time. Like I said, it's straight man coverage now, guys. So that's a long time to cover a guy.
That's down to the 11-yard line now. Pennsylvania can feel this one.
Yep.
Very
give it
nice
off to the
play
up man.
inside that. Didn't tackle him, but he got in there right away.
Sean Thompson.
They run that They run that trap again. That's a Sean Thompson special right there.
So you know what? That S-trap from Delaware, Coach, that's probably one of the best plays in football.
Let me tell you, and Archbishop Wood runs it about as good as anybody in the business.
Maryland's got a really strong linebacker crew with Carter, Benton, and Vermillion. All three really good, tough kids.
So Pennsylvania in the Toyota red zone from the 8-yard line.
They're in.
Maryland needs to step up and bang that thing in there.
Boom.
Udinski, the quarterback, gives it, and very well read for Maryland. Getting in there and making the play was Gregory Benton Jr. out of long reach high outside Baltimore.
He's really, really played well. He's a big, tough, strong kid, and he's headed to West Point. We've got 4 kids on the Maryland team, 3 going to West Point, 1 going to Navy. So we got a character group right there.
PA has 1 also, so that's 5 in this game. That's terrific.
It's a beautiful thing. You'll be able to watch him play the Army-Navy game about 4 years from now.
Navy's basketball coach told me one time, you don't have to worry about motivating these
too many
kids.
guys here. We don't have a personnel screw up.
See, again, lining up. That's why I asked you guys the questions earlier. You know, I mean, is it difficult?
It is, Coach. You come up here, and like Mark said, you know, you're trying to get it all done in a short week. You got so much stuff to do. You're changing formations, and, you know, just – you think you got it, but you really don't.
Well, the other thing that gets overlooked, too, is some of these guys had to go back for a day or two and graduate. So the guys from the East, because of the weather, their graduation got moved back a little bit. So I know 3 or 4 guys that left during the week to graduate. So just to get on sync here, so it's got to settle down.
It's a huge play for us, Mark. 3rd down for Maryland. They've got to be able to stop it, make them kick the field goal.
All right, they're on a 16-yard line. They got to get to the 1 for a first down.
Throw the fade in the corner, and I think he's got him covered. Nice play.
In and out of the hands of Joel Davis, and on the coverage for Maryland, Tyson Queen out of Annapolis High.
He's a very, very good player.
That was a very good throw. That was a
Mark,
good
how's
throw.
your kicker?
I'll tell you what, he's good. And I told the story. Lafayette was real excited to have him, and in the last minute, he jumped over to Penn State. And I think he can go up there and get some work. His first punt was pretty good. We'll see how this goes.
Well, he's kicking at Landis Field, so that's got to help, right?
Yeah, I think it's his granddaddy, isn't it?
Is it really?
I am serious. I think I read that.
That'd be awesome.
All right, so we're looking at 33 yards here for Carson Landis. It's up.
They roughed the kicker.
Oh, man.
The field goal counts. It's good, and they did come in and rough the kicker.
You take that 3 points, Coach, you take it off the board.
All-Star game, I think you take the ball. I think you give it a go.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I would.
All-Star game,
I would.
absolutely. You got too much talent. Too much talent. Showcase. Turn it loose.
There's some things you can't do, and that's one of the things, you know, the special team situation, the child playing on the end, they probably did not play that position during the year, you know, so it's just, you know, people are in positions that they're not used to, but there's still some things you don't do, whether you're 6 years old playing football or
7 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first quarter. There's no score in the Big 33 game. Well, Pennsylvania's got 3 on the board. Let's see if they keep it. Stick around. We're coming back.
If you're working out at a health club, apartment building, medical center, or university, chances are the equipment and gym design came from GymSource. We provide the same high-quality service and support for home gyms. Since 1937, America's top commercial fitness providers have turned to GymSource. Start your search for the right gym equipment with the equipment experts. GymSource.
This is the road I want to take. These are the days I want to make.
RAV4 is perfect to get the most out of your adventures. And all these advanced safety features come standard. Now, buy a RAV with 0% APR for 72 months or $2,500 cash back from Toyota. And 2 years of no-cost maintenance is included.
What takes you where you want to be?
RAV4, what drives you? Toyota, let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Hey guys, we're here on the sidelines with some Pennsylvania grace right now. We got Jordan Hill, Noah Spence now on the Lions, now on the Buccaneers, but you guys are on the right sideline here. Do you feel nervous too watching these guys go through this beginning of a game?
Not necessarily nervous, but just I'm excited to see these guys showcase what they got.
Do you remember what it was like when you were trying to impress everybody still? You hadn't really made your mark yet. You're still on the way to college?
I feel like I'm doing that every day still. You know, I mean, it's always opportunity to impress and opportunity to get better. So we're still doing that.
You've been in these all-star games before. How tough is it to mesh with teammates this fast?
At the end of the day, it's still football. You know, it's going to come natural to you if you really love the game.
Did you remember the state pride part of this? Wanted to show for your state?
Definitely. Being from the area, you always going to the games and stuff like that. So as soon as I was here during the week and stuff like that, I had a lot of pride about it.
We appreciate it, guys, and congratulations on coming back and the rest of your careers. We'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Joel D. Smith. We'll be talking to Joel D. a lot throughout the game. It appears that Pennsylvania is taking you guys' suggestion. The points came off the board.
I can't believe once the official gives a ruling on the field, I thought that was it, Mark. I don't think you go back and do a redo.
I don't know.
Holy moly.
Well, those TV timeouts, things can happen, Doug.
I guess.
Here we go.
I guess.
Time for the offensive line to step up here and move these guys.
Pennsylvania, if you're just joining us, just got a field goal, but there was a roughing the kicker penalty. Pennsylvania's elected to accept it, and they're going to try to score a touchdown here.
Well, I think we've seen some really strong.
And again, straight up the middle. We've seen it before. Sean Thompson out of Archbishop Wood, and the gamble paid off. Touchdown, Pennsylvania.
Got a bad linebacker play there. Yeah. He's got to stop looking in the backfield, you know.
I'm telling you now, that's his play. This guy.
I'll play for instant replay here. Watch your linebacker crew. You'll see him right there.
Great
He's got
block
him.
by the
Bang.
center.
Other
Great
linebacker out of there
center.
on the ground. On the ground. You can't do that.
Maryland's got to figure out if they're going to come hard upfield, they're going to hit them with these plays. And if they want to play soft, then they're going to punch them. So, it's both sides of the street. Whereas Maryland's offense is playing that zone read game, so it's two different personalities.
Carson Landis back in to attempt the extra point. He's the one that kicked the field goal earlier. The kick is up, and it's good. And Pennsylvania jumps out 7-0.
You know, going back and forth a little bit, I still got a feeling that it's a pretty good, pretty even game. Our problem, I think, as you go in here, is making the mistakes early on, but I think they'll bounce back. You know, Pennsylvania's going to come and just run that football at you. I don't care what you say. That's what they do. They play that bang-it-up football, and Maryland's just got to run up in there at the point of attack and sacrifice themselves a little bit. You can't sit back there as a linebacker and let them run that trap at you. You got to read it and go.
What I'm excited about, I knew the run game was pretty good with those two. He and the other running back there, and Jalen Thompson from Middletown. But both quarterbacks for Pennsylvania have shown they're very accurate, and that's a good thing. They're settling in a little bit. These receivers, are going to test Maryland. I think it's going to be a terrific next 3 quarters.
So, Doug, Maryland right now needs to answer in a hurry.
You know, you take a look at, we're in good shape. You're down by a touchdown early in the game. Just come back and play. Hit a big play. They can do it. You got Jabari Laws, 3-time state champion. He can play some football. He's played in some big games. He runs the ball. He's going to be a great West Point quarterback. But he can throw the ball, too.
Why something of a dynasty down in Maryland for you Pennsylvania viewers? They've won, 3 state championships?
3 state championships in 4A. They're well coached. They're a solid program. They got players in here.
That's your buddy, that head coach here.
Yep. DeLon Parrish. He's got a great big
you
old
see
talent.
Jabari Laws standing right there.
Yep.
You just
Great
saw
guy.
him. Deep for Maryland is Marcus Vincent out of Damascus High School, another Maryland power.
Mark said it too. Richmond,
Going to be a spider. Pick it up at the 16-yard line, heading upfield, 25-30, 35. Gets across the 35 out to the 37. That is Tyson Queen out of Annapolis High.
He's a pretty tough player. Now, Shepherd University has 4 guys headed up there off this team. They do a great job at recruiting the state of Maryland.
And there we see it again.
Got great vision. Plays for Coach
22
Goodman.
there.
Tyson Queen, Annapolis High. Annapolis High, for you Pennsylvania viewers, their most famous football alumni, certainly Bill Belichick.
Certainly is.
Pretty fair coach here, Coach. What do you think?
Oh, boy, no doubt about that.
And the great thing about Belichick, his daddy was a coach.
Yep.
They're short a player on defense here. We're short a player on defense.
Here comes one coming on late.
You're a linebacker. Get him in there.
So Falkman's still the quarterback.
Oh, come on.
This is frustrating, guys, isn't it?
Well, it's all-star stuff. You know, it just is all-star stuff. You know, the Maryland team came up on Tuesday because of graduation and all those things, you know, so it's really hard to get it all together in a short period of time. But you're really in an all-star game, you're looking for the quality of play when you get the plays right. You know, you're not expected to come in like Mark and I and run a perfect football game. You know, never miss a substitution. You know, not get all, you know, we can't do it. We've got kids for years.
Coach Mark Schmidt, tell me about Jeremy Jennings.
Jeremy Jennings, one of the fastest guys in Pennsylvania, and great returner and a terrific cover corner. Coach Mike Matta, Downingtown East, used him on both sides of the ball. Very dangerous. He's heading to Temple. He committed early to Temple. Coach Rule left, and he and Coach Collins went right to his high school immediately and secured his commit. And they're really excited about having him get there for his freshman year.
A lot to be excited about at Temple.
Oh,
they had
yeah,
a fine
no doubt.
season last year.
No doubt. And Coach Collins is doing a marvelous job there. There's 3 Temple players in this game. He and Isaacs and Santilli.
Maryland goes to work from the 37-yard line. As we mentioned a moment ago, Evan Falkman still in at quarterback, and he goes out in the flats and underthrows it. That was intended for Tim Cole out of Arundel High, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of heat from Curtis Harper.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Curtis Harper's a big young man from McKeesport. He's going to Syracuse. Yeah.
They're doing some hitting tonight, even though it's an all-star game. Take a look at this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think somebody missed their assignment on that one, Doug.
That was Jahan Duggan going to Rutgers. From the 37, 2nd and 10. And what a great defensive read. Strung out the play, and look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue jerseys surrounding Andreas Price of Franklin.
Saheed Holt is one of the captains of PA. Long, terrific young man. Very fast.
Great read by number 3.
Got to wrap him up, though. They rally to him.
Saheed Holt.
Saheed's going to Toledo.
That's our Toyota replay. Our thanks to Toyota for being a sponsor tonight. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Maryland in the white, Pennsylvania in the blue. This is the Big 33 Classic.
Big third down play here for Maryland. Need to get that first down. Little read,
Falkman
little
punt
He's
fake.
got him.
Now he's going to go deep.
Good coverage.
That was good coverage.
That was very, very
got a good play, too. I think we got a penalty on
Well,
that.
Andreas Price was asking for penalty downfield, but that's not where they threw the flag. They did call pass interference.
Yeah. Yeah, he had him early. I thought they would.
So he got his call.
No flag.
I think he picked it up.
No flag.
Okay.
Oh, that was great coverage. Really good coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Hayden August back into punt for Maryland.
He only held him for one Mississippi, Doug.
Yeah.
Darian Street, Terrence Green deep for Pennsylvania.
Terrence Green is a very, very sneaky, fast player.
Nice punt.
Job,
Bad
rugby
snap.
style.
Good coverage.
Going to be taking it to 22, and he looks around, and all he sees is the white shirts.
Watch out.
Kid's got speed, though.
And he crosses the 30-yard line and will go out of bounds. That's Darian Street out of Liberty High going to Pitt.
He's their go-to. He's their big play wideout guy because he's the biggest of the bunch. He's a long player. As you can see, he's got good stride. He just made really nice positive yards here.
That's athletic.
You know, gave a little bit of ground to get around the corner. That's impressive.
Pursuing for Maryland, there was Tyson Queen. We called his name before, out of Annapolis High.
Those guys, those kind of talent, they just make you miss. You go down there, you want to get the coverage, you break down, and all of a sudden he's inside, outside, and you're between a rock and a hard place where you got to rely on your buddies to come up and get your back.
Got Grant Brenneman back in a quarterback.
Got a pretty good takeoff
and
defensively.
We've got a whistle.
Come on now. Offsides, Maryland. Oh, boy.
I think you had to warn those kids for that alignment in an all-star game,
Yep.
They must have really been in there.
Generally, guys, do they call them a little looser in all-star games?
They should. I mean, it's all that stuff.
I think they try to. Or there's the mentality, Doug, where you get on it early and hopefully try to change it.
Let's go down to the sidelines. Joel T. Smith with a very special guest, a Hall of Famer
Yes, that's true. A very busy guy, shaking a lot of hands, and of course a star wherever he goes. We have Jim Kelly with us right now with the beautiful jacket on as well. When you're back here right now, obviously you get a lot of attention, but what do you feel like when you see these young guys so hungry out here?
Well, it's awesome because I know how I felt back in 1978, if you can remember. No, you probably can't. But I remember how honored I was to be able to come and play in this game, and then today, as a matter of fact, my high school football coach, Terry Henry, was inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame to Pennsylvania, and so it's a very special day today for me.
Definitely. And then these guys, we always talk about how do you become a team so fast? How do you think that works best?
What was that?
How do you become a team so fast? You just met these guys, earlier in the week sometime.
Well, the bottom line is you have to know how to play together, and that's just part of it. I mean, every kid here is excited to be here, and they make new friends. And like mine, I played with a couple guys I'm still friends with today, even though they played for rival like Penn State or Pitt. I'm still good friends with them now. Oh, almost.
No, we're seeing actually a lot of mistakes early on, some drops, some penalties. How nervous do you think these guys are?
At the beginning, probably a little bit, but you just got to get out there and have fun, enjoy themselves. That's what it's all about. I mean, even I heard that this game almost wasn't going to be played, but if you look at all the years of Super Bowls, there's been somebody to represent the Big 33 every year.
I was about to say that. And for those years, you made sure that streak continued. Thanks a lot for being with us here, Jim.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Very good. I will send it back up to you guys.
All right, Joel D., thanks very much, and thanks to Jim Kelly. And I tell you something, Avram Abramowitz is going to be thinking about that one before he goes to sleep tonight. That was 6 points.
No doubt about it.
3rd and 2 from the 39 now for Pennsylvania.
That's what they do
They
best.
give to
right
the up
there.
back, and all over
Good
it for
play.
Maryland. Coming in and
Good
making the
play.
play was Chris Lane out of Dundalk High.
Yes, sir. He's going to Shepherd, too. I mean, Shepherd just got some great players coming out of here.
Problem, the defensive end here, and the linebacker the DN does a great job, 33, of getting 2 for 1, and that linebacker just scraped over the top and blew up the whole play.
Give some credit also on that play to Armani Addison for Maryland out of Mervo in Baltimore. And there's Chris Lane.
Jim Kelly was talking about the game being in trouble. It really was. And the state coaches from Pennsylvania and Maryland got together. And if you see the stadium, there's got to be 8,000 to 9,000 people
Nice
for the
crowd.
first time we played here. It was imperative to keep this game alive.
And there's a flag. We're going to talk about that at length at halftime with the new executive director of the game. The game almost went away. We were in real danger of losing this game.
Well, Mark and the guys from Pennsylvania, they made a commitment to it. We made a commitment to them, and it's just been wonderful working with them since then.
Well, and you have to give a big, I guess, pat on the back to the Dauphin County Commissioners. They
Stepping
made
up.
a huge financial donation to the game, and we're here, and they provided this new facility and Fanavision that's going on behind us here, and the whole VIP alumni tent that's on outside the end zone. It's just really made this event that much better.
You can see the size of the crowd. They obviously approve of what's going on. Landis Field, a very nice site for this game.
I'm guessing there's at least 8,000 here because they're ringing a track in front of us that you can't really see in it. And just it's a tribute to the kids playing on the field.
From the
There's
44, here's Pennsylvania spinning out of a couple of tackles, but he's not going to get all the way away with Sean Thompson. Coming up and making the play for Maryland, Jamal Bodu out of Old Mill.
Vinny Schaefer, that big rascal at nose guard there.
He's something.
Coach, some of these guys have not missed too many meals in that middle.
No, they're well fed, that's for sure. The Sean Thompson carrying that ball out of Archbishop Wood, you always got to know where number 1 is on the field.
Yes.
He doesn't get that jersey for being there first,
We're not getting a whole lot of push here. We're covering it, but we're not pushing it.
2nd and 10 now from the 44. Pennsylvania in the blue, Maryland in the white.
You get a pretty good.
Nice pass rush. Keeps a hand on him. Still able to roll out, make the play, and completes it. Big time quarterback play there by Grant Brenneman. Looks downfield, evades everybody, and it completes it to Joel Davis, a first down.
See, here's the thing about these two guys on their highlight films. They do a marvelous job creating plays. Both guys have already done it, and they're extremely accurate on the run, as you can see right here. Grant's made a couple good ones. We had a drop here during Jim Kelly's talk, and Reese Udinsky's had a couple real good ones also. So both quarterbacks are doing exactly what they've done all throughout their high school career.
Extending the play that time.
Exactly.
Maryland's got a tub of town on defense. They're putting pressure on, but it's just not
out of the
quite.
shotgun.
Look at that. Beautiful.
And he fumbles. The ball's loose.
Jump on the ball.
Ball's still loose.
Oh, Coach, he jumped on that like a hobo on a ham sandwich, didn't he?
Hobo on a ham sandwich. There's the fumble. He caused the fumble. Did Jaquan Harris, and then recovered.
That's something special, man.
Well, number 33 looked like there was a little bit of a blocking issue, and Maryland sure took advantage of it.
Jaquan Harris out of Milford Mill in suburban Baltimore.
Right here, 33 just comes clean. That right tackle missed it.
And then nobody knows the ball's loose.
And
Yep. Well, he's out of Milford Mill. He's going to University of Charleston. University of Charleston's really making a commitment to bringing their football program on.
And Milford Mill coached by former San Diego Charger Reggie White. Not the Hall of Famer Reggie White, but a pretty good player nonetheless, played in the NFL.
Well, Reggie White's going to be a coaching Hall of Famer. He is already, and he'll be the head coach next year.
3:21 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Pennsylvania. We'll be back right after this.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month, plus 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
In the CAA now, aren't they? And there's the big play we saw just a moment ago. Jaquan Harris with the sack and the fumble recovery for Maryland.
Watch out for Maryland taking a shot here.
In the trips, he's got him.
They're going to
lay it up now.
There we go.
Oh! Hit from behind, and he gives it back up.
Oh.
Waited too long.
Good. Yeah. That's
Got it from the
38.
backside.
Coming in and making the play for Pennsylvania, Brandon Hickerson Rooks out of Central Dauphin East.
Brandon was a late addition to the team, and boy, has he brought some edge pressure. They think he's just had a marvelous week.
Shot out of a cannon.
Boy, he's a good. He gets after it. He's from this Central Dauphin East High School. He played on this in his home field.
Home field.
That's awesome.
In the Big 33. How
Good
about
for
that?
him. Good for him.
All right, that's going to be a loss of 6. Bring up 2nd and 16 from the 41.
You know.
And to give straight ahead. And room to run. Look at this. To the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Maryland. Chad Gleason out of Walkersville High.
I'll tell you what, his coach coached him from the time he was 6 years old all the way through. His brother played on it. So that's a wonderful thing. Joe Polk's out of Walkersville, and they've been to the state finals last couple of years. Great little program up in Walkersville, Maryland.
Well, that's how you answer, right?
Yeah. Great little read play. That cornerback has got to stay outside.
Hey.
He jumped inside on that big tackle. He's got to stay outside and contain the sideline.
And then speed kills, right,
here,
gentlemen?
Right here, right
Well,
there.
in the selection
The guy
process,
jumps inside and gets knocked down.
they were going, he's too small to play. I said, evidently you've not seen him play before. He plays like he's 6'2". He just doesn't know he's not.
Hayden Augustin for the extra point. It is up. And it is good. And we've got a tie game suddenly here in Harrisburg.
Well, you know, I guess it was Maryland made the big play first and gave him an opportunity and shortened the field.
Well, guys, at any level of football, one of the basics is you've got to turn turnovers into points.
That's exactly
and that's what Maryland was just able to do.
No doubt.
Got to be able to do it. Got to be able to do it.
They tried to take the shot, and it was a good sack, but then all of a sudden they hit that backside zone play and good running backs. We knew it was going to be a good ball game, right, Doug? We knew that.
I was about to say you got to compliment both teams.
No
It's
doubt.
been a very high level of play thus far.
It's exciting to watch them play.
And again, as both of you predicted, and it doesn't surprise me because you're veteran coaches, but as both of you predicted, it's up front where this game is happening right now.
Yeah, we've got some really, really good play out of a bunch of the offensive linemen for Maryland. And, you watch them in Pennsylvania defense, but Tawani, Wood, Darshaw, Shaletsky, and the center, and Javion Williams. I mean, all 5 of those guys are playing like gangbusters.
2 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first quarter. Want to remind you to stay tuned at halftime for the Under Armour Cheer halftime show. This is an all-star football game, but these are also all-star cheerleaders. So the director of cheering for this game will join us in the booth, and the cheerleaders from both teams will perform.
Well, I think right now, Doug, like we talked about with these linemen, I think Maryland's inside guys are not allowing any push off the line of scrimmage. They're handling inside.
Yeah.
And but because I think they got a little wise on that trap play, so now they're sitting there just kind of playing things.
You got to tie them guys up and let the linebackers make the tackle.
They got real aggressive, and then
gotta
that hurt
field
them, and
their
then now
trap.
they're settling down and letting the second group make the plays, and that Pennsylvania's got to adjust to that.
What we need for Maryland's a really strong kick out of Hayden August. He needs to put this thing in the end zone. You don't want to drop that thing on
Here
a
we
5
go.
or 10 to those guys.
Yeah, that's what he did. It's going to be
Yep,
taken right at the 10-yard line.
There's a lot of
Watch
talent
out.
right there.
Watch
to the
out.
20, 25, across the 25, out to around the 30-yard line, and that's where Pennsylvania will go to work.
Well, that's great coverage. You you look on this field, you watch them go down, you realize that probably 4 or 5 of these guys can be playing in the NFL in about 5 years.
Jeremy Jennings there on the return out of Downingtown East. A lot of East Pennsylvania guys in this game, Coach.
Well, there are, and but I think it's a great mix, though. I really do, Bruce, because these guys. Look at the guys. There's Erie, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There's Pittsburgh. There's guys up in the northern tier. So it's a good mix of PA players, but there are a lot of good big-name guys from the East this year.
From the 30, 1st and 10. Pitch. Looking at the left side. Look at the read by Maryland. Coming up and making the play for Maryland was Jonathan Kingsley out of St. Francis in Baltimore. Also Joshua Turner out of Franklin in suburban Baltimore teamed up to make that play.
Yep. Well, heading to Syracuse. Maryland's starting to produce some players, getting them signed all over.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
Nope.
No. The biggest thing when you run this 4-man front, defensively you have to set the edge. Offensively, you've got to, turn the edge, and that Maryland wins that one.
So that's a loss of 6 yards. 2nd down, 16 now from the 24. Looking out in the flats and overthrew the intended receiver. That was Reese Udinsky back in the game.
You got to keep that pressure on him.
Had him in the flat on that. Come on, Reese.
So Maryland with some momentum here, Doug.
Well, we're getting some pressure. That's the important thing. You got to put Pennsylvania in a position where they're 3rd and long and they can't smash that football in, because that's what they do well. I mean, for as long as I can remember, Pennsylvania is known for just banging that first down, moving the chains, playing aggressive, controlled football. And in the past couple years, we've seen them do that and then come back with a big play.
It looks to me like Maryland's kind of putting a nickel front together, Doug.
Yeah.
They've got their D-ends in there, coming with a little pressure. They kept one big guy in the middle, but they've got some 3 fast guys in there now.
What they've done, they brought Kingsley inside, headed to Syracuse, number 9.
Now we got a whistle.
Coming with heat.
It's hard for that right guard to block somebody that's going to Syracuse as a defensive end.
All right, Reese Udinsky still in a quarterback. He's going to operate out of the shotgun. And on 3rd and long, he'll be looking downfield. Udinsky.
He just threw him
They
outside.
flush him. And he's going to complete it across the 30 out to the 32. A late hit there.
Oh, my
Darian
God.
Street, the receiver.
That was not very smart.
Nope.
That's all you can say. He
Like-
was on the ground.
Now, hey, like I said,
They were punting.
this is right up Udinsky and Brennan's deal. They're used to creating. They're used to throwing on the run. They are 2 extremely accurate quarterbacks.
And they do get credit for that.
I'll tell you.
But there's no excuse for that.
No.
There's no excuse for doing that.
It's high school and college. Even the next place they go, Doug, you can't hit them when on the ground.
Well, the thing of it is, Pennsylvania be punting. You're talking about great
Sure.
field position.
Well, this is
now you're letting them back in the game.
This is 2 penalties Maryland committed that really kept PA driving the ball. Now you've won the field position, whether you score or don't.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't do the late hit, Pennsylvania didn't have the first down.
No doubt.
You
Sure.
would stop them.
They were punting.
From
All
the
right.
47-yard
Two
line
tight
now.
ends set here.
Fresh set of downs for Pennsylvania. Little collision in the backfield. They try to turn it into something, but
Maybe
again, Doug,
fumbles.
at Maryland front looking awfully
Hey,
tough.
I'm telling you, they're tough down in there. They've been playing hard. You know, you got some big old guys in there. It was just a great play right there by Savion Williams out of Wise, head of the Lackawanna. He really wanted, they have him playing offense too. He wanted to play defense in the worst way. So he said, let's you get in there and play good offense, we'll let you play a little defense. They got some beef across the front. And Vinny Schaefer.
So, Doug, let's get this straight. 320
pounds.
just left the field and 360 just came on the
Yeah,
field.
well, I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to feed them.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, they can eat a little
I don't want
bit.
to be their host parent for a week. My gosh.
Yeah, if you get two of them at once, what do you do then? There's a
From the
big one.
47, 2nd and 10.
Great
Udinski.
pressure off the corner. Look at him run. Look at him run.
And Udinski, really nice catch at the 40-yard line. Let's call it the 41. That's going to be complete to Terrence Green.
St. Joe's Prep, state champ again. Terrence is, they have so many weapons on that team. Terrence is just a steady, consistent player. Monmouth is a school. It's a great choice. Good throw by Reese, though, like I was saying. This is where these guys are good. They can move the pocket.
He'll be playing next year at Monmouth University.
Yes.
And that's a first down from the 42.
Monmouth's really done a good job recruiting the Maryland, PA area.
Yeah, they have. Let's watch this matchup here. Left tackle versus right D end. Holmes.
Udinski immediately out on the right side, completes it.
Oh, good tackle. That was a really
Joel
good tackle.
Davis out of Harrisburg is the receiver.
He's a highlight film, this guy.
And that'll pick up 5. That'll pick up 6. Let's call it 2nd and 4.
Great tackle by that Maryland player.
Yep, he's going to Monmouth too. It's DeQuan Cooper.
There you go. Okay.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We got a tie ball game in the Big 33. Maryland 7, Pennsylvania 7. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
RAV4 is perfect to get the most out of your adventures, and all these advanced safety features come standard. Now, buy a RAV with 0% APR for 72 months, or $2,500 cash back from Toyota, and 2 years of no-cost maintenance is included.
What takes you where you want to be?
RAV4, what drives you? Toyota, let's go places.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. 5 potato, 6 potato, 6 potato.
That's right. Schmidt is proud to announce 6 types of potato breads and rolls. We have potato bread, potato long rolls, potato sliders, potato hoagie rolls, potato sandwich rolls, and potato split-top dinner rolls. When it comes to potato rolls and bread, there's no one else like Schmidt. Ask your local grocer for Schmidt potato breads and rolls.
I was used for a doctor's appointment.
I was used to assemble bunk beds. We were used to reorganize the garage.
I was used to wait for the cable guy. I've been rolled over since 1987.
Come on, people! They're called vacation days for a reason. Put yours to better use with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like Movies on the Beach.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome back to Landis Field in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This is the Big 33 Classic All-Star Game between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Bruce Cunningham, Mark Schmidt, Doug Duval, Joel D. Smith bringing you the action from here in Harrisburg. And you see these crowd shots, guys. Very nice turnout tonight.
The weather's terrific. They were worried about some early showers.
All right, this is how I sell the Big 33 to people.
Yeah.
Look at the alumni that have played in this game.
Couple good players there, huh?
Marvin Harris, Antonio Freeman. You know, Curtis Martin. You look at all pro players. Not just made the Super Bowl, you know?
I count 9 gold jackets.
Yeah.
Out of
That's
that group
not
right
too
there.
bad.
Woo.
From the 36, second
Good
and
run.
4, right up the middle. Was that trap again?
No, this is more of a power read. This was Jalen Thompson. Jalen is from Middletown High School, Central PA here. He had over 7.5 yards per carry. He's the speed guy. He's a little smaller, but he's shifty now. He's tough.
You Baltimore viewers, remember that name, Jalen Thompson. He'll be playing collegiately at Towson University.
Yes, they got a good one there. He's tough.
There's a good shot of the Pennsylvania quarterback, Reese Udinsky. Udinsky out of North Penn in the Philadelphia area. And there's the handoff. Cuts back, finds some room, creates a little something there where there wasn't a whole lot of room, and that's Jalen Thompson yet again.
He's shifty. He got 5 yards. I mean, we're inside the 30. Positive yards, wind at our back. He hits it front side, but they do a nice job walling off the back end.
Look at 75
Jalen
downfield
just
to
gets
kick
up
with
in
Penn
there.
State. That's
Good
amazing.
stuff. Yeah. That's
75, Desmond Holmes.
Desmond Holmes.
Cardinal O'Hara high.
Yeah. You wait, Doug, a year,
that's a big
year or
time.
two in that weight room with him.
Oh,
he already has the feet, but he's just got to tighten up.
He's an NFL player.
Coach Franklin is very excited about
From
him.
the 26, second and 6,
There it is
Udinsky.
again.
Nice play up
Or
front.
trap.
Yep. They
Give
just
up the
want to
middle.
bang that ball. a
See
little
how
bit.
Sean just has a feel for that, Coach?
Yep.
Thompson.
They've run that 100 times, and I'm telling you.
Thompson left it 2 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 from the 22-yard line.
I think it's 4-down territory, Coach. What do you think?
Well, I'm sure it is. And those Maryland guys, you know, there's the rules about you can't blitz or stuff, but I think in this instance, you better have a quick read. You better not be catching that guard in your chest.
But these guys move around up front there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have the 2 inside players have to cover the guards at
yeah.
all times, guys.
What makes that S-trap the inside zone
Correct.
read?
That's a blitz.
And it gives us to the up back. That's Thompson yet again.
I think he got it.
It looked, well, let's see.
Wow.
Maybe not. He may be just short. Yep, he is. About a yard short. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Sometimes they call it a game of
don't know.
inches, you know. It's right here is a game of
better-
inches.
In the Toyota red zone.
It's close.
So, guys, why not kick right here?
Well, you're Pennsylvania, you're on that goal line, you say, you know what, I'm good enough, I'm going to beat this Maryland team.
Early in the game, make a statement.
Yep, now Maryland, they just better get off the football. I think, there you go.
Yep. That's first down.
And he keeps it.
First down. Good push. It's a good job by that inside crew there.
Yep.
And Pennsylvania picks up the fresh set of downs from the 21-yard line. That was a big down right there, guys.
That was a huge down. Had Maryland stopped them, that, you know, and Maryland did a great job there, but, you know, you can't take Pennsylvania and stop in that short yard situation on that part of the field. That's what those kids are born to do.
Is that a Pennsylvania thing, Mark Schmidt?
Oh, yeah, that's pride stuff right there. They don't want that visitors to come in here and make that play.
I will tell you when it happened, 1986, Maryland stopped Pennsylvania in the goal line to win that game. 4 cracks from the 5, and Maryland stopped it.
So Pennsylvania first down. Udinsky looking downfield, rolling right. Lets it fly into the end zone.
Oh, good catch.
Right there in the corner. He
Late.
couldn't control it.
Mark, he's impressive. Where'd you say he's going to school?
He's going to Virginia, VMI, and they're thrilled to have him. I'm telling you, this
He's
guy.
going to be coached by a great guy, Tommy Clark.
Is he?
Tommy
Okay.
Clark's one of the trained under Mouse Davis,
See,
one of the great offensive
Like I
minds.
said, this guy is accurate on the run. Look at that throw.
Ryan
Just-
Lezer there.
Just good. And Ryan's from Clearfield High School.
Going to
Tim
Western
Janocko.
Michigan.
Yeah, it's going to be a.
They had a pretty good year last year.
Oh, they did.
VMI is a great alternative for kids who don't want to completely commit to a military academy, but still want to think of the armed forces as a career once they get out. Great school, really solid football program, great coaches.
Udinsky
got pressure.
Under pressure, looking for a place to go, and he's got his man down at the 10-yard line.
Could be a first down.
That's
guys.
complete to Sean Thompson, and there's a late flag just thrown.
If that was on,
We're waiting on him to sort it out here. Players all like to practice for law school when this happens.
don't throw the arms up. Me? Put your arms up.
And there's the huddle. They're trying to figure out exactly what the call will be. But we do know it was late. The receiver was already on the ground, Thompson.
Well, 2 guys from Maryland came clean, and Reese, like I said, both these guys really are used to extending plays and finding people, and that's great. Good football,
Here's
good
the
coaching.
call.
No flag.
Inadvertent flag.
All right.
I thought that was a good call. Of course, I'm a little bit prejudiced, but I didn't see a penalty.
Here's a replay.
See
Let's
him
take
here?
a look.
Not like the one
Settled
on the
down.
far side.
Good effort there. 55, Gabe Hoy.
Nah.
He's a Western
Something
PA
I think
guy.
they were talking about up top 55 riding
Yeah.
that guy up into the stands.
Gabe Hoy's Upper St. Clair guy.
Either way, Upper St. Clair, Kirk Ferentz, Iowa head coach,
Yep.
Upper St. Clair.
You
guy.
got it.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah, a lot of good alumni. Jim Render, head coach, been there forever and
From
won
the,
a bunch.
From the 11, 3rd and 2.
This is huge now. They need a big play. You know, they got in a spread formation. They figure they got 2 downs. They're going to throw it up in the corner and see what
Densky
happens.
got a man
him on
open
the
in the
out.
flats. The 5, the 10,
There you go.
and he's in for the touchdown.
That linebacker
Davis.
never made a step to cover him.
Joel
Holy
Davis.
moly.
Joel Davis out of Harrisburg, playing in front of the home folks, just got a great big touchdown in the big 33.
It's just a catch and throw by Udinski. Great read. Doug, that safety's too far off. That's
exactly
like
what got him.
stealing there, buddy.
Well, in that situation, you got to
there's
see
no-
that kind of speed
He's not
too.
in the view.
Nah,
Great throw though. That was a good throw. That's well done.
Good shot there of Joel Davis
And look,
as Pennsylvania takes the lead. There he is again.
Well, you know, when you look at that speed coming out of there, too, that kick can fly. You know, I know he's one of the guys you're talking about,
Yep.
Mark, with great speed. Maybe that guy just didn't see that kind of speed before, but he can't give that kind of depth.
Carson Landis, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Pennsylvania leads at 14-7. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I think the other thing, Doug and Bruce, is those kind of throws are simple, but they're timing throws.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you get that kind of timing in a week's time, that's guys that have really put the time. That's Steve Devlin runs the offense. He understands what he's got to do, and these 2 quarterbacks are well-coached football players.
Well, you know, you hear names in different places. Certainly the name Devlin in Pennsylvania. You know, there were great players. You know, John Devlin, one of the great coaches of all time at Westchester. And, you know, just really good people. No doubt.
We want to thank all of our sponsors helping us to bring you this game tonight. Toyota, Morgan State University, Under Armour, and Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, who really plays the hero's role in this game even being played tonight. Dauphin County.
There's no doubt about that.
Well, when you look around the stadium and you look at the cheerleaders and then you look at the buddies and you look at the host families and you look at all those people involved in this game, that's huge. I mean, a night like tonight for Dauphin County is a home run. You know, everybody's here. They're enjoying the game of football. You got a great venue with great history and people just working like crazy. A lot of people worked hard. You know, the people, you know, the girls that take care of the Maryland team and the Pennsylvania team are back, getting all the kids online, getting them host families, doing all that stuff. Nicole and her crew. You know, you got Gary Cassell, you got Gump May, you know, just and Nicole, the girl who takes care of Maryland. Incredible.
We'll have
And
a
Lisa
conversation.
Gemmel, PA. Those
Gemmel,
people, they're just, what the time they put in is just off the charts.
We'll have a conversation with Gary Cathell coming up at halftime, the new executive director. It's a brave new world for this game. It's going to be taken at the goal line and brought up across the 10, the 15, loses feet, falls across the 16 for Maryland. That was Marcus Vincent out of Damascus High.
Carson Landis is a weapon for us. He's had a couple good punts. That's a nice kickoff.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
You know, Mark, Doug and I have talked about this before when we do high school games. The kicking game on the high school level, if you've got a good kicking game, what an advantage at this level.
And, you know, you're right. In all-star games and championship games, kickers can make the difference. And, you know, looks like both teams have 2 competent ones, and it might come down to that in the end.
Well, you know, 3 years ago, Mark, I think the kicker for Maryland won the game
He
for
did.
him,
Yeah.
you know, clearly.
Yes, he did.
From the 22,
Yes,
first
he
and down, first and 10 for Maryland. Maryland going with Jabari Laws at quarterback.
Now, he's a fast little guy now.
Going to play at West Point. There's the throw. It's complete across the 25 out to the 30. That's Tim Cole out of Arundel High near Annapolis.
He's caught a lot of passes there. He's a receiver for Coach Markowitz, the head coach. And Jabari, as we said, is a nice touch.
Let's go down to the sidelines and Joel D. Smith.
Hey there, guys. We are here with Steve Keim, another alum of the game. Now he is the GM of the Arizona Cardinals. When you look out here, we think we can keep this streak going with having a player from this game go to a Super Bowl?
Oh, I don't think there's any question, and that's the one thing that that makes you realize that this game should continue to be played on is whenever you think about 60 consecutive games that have had players in the Super Bowl, and we were just talking, I mean, in 1991, when I had the opportunity to play in this game, 2 guys have already been inducted to the NFL Hall of Fame, which is unbelievable, in Curtis Martin and Marvin Harrison.
In past years, we've seen Pennsylvania take control of the trenches. It's very competitive there right now. What are you seeing?
It is. I mean, Maryland's got tremendous size, and last night getting to eyeball some of these young men, it's amazing to me almost how big some of these players have gotten, not just from a physicality standpoint, but they're long, they're athletic, and they do a good job carrying their weight.
Last thing, what do you remember from your time here, the buddy program being paired up with those special needs kids during the week?
Well, I think that's what it's all about, is experience. It's not just the game that you remember, it's the experience during the week, the camaraderie you build with the teammates, and then some of the things during the week, whether it's visiting hospitals, Hershey Park, and then just spending time with the little buddies in that program. And like I said, I mean, it's just an unbelievable experience. It's to this day, it's one of the greatest accomplishments, in my opinion, in my career.
Last thing, real quick, are you able to have fun here? Or are you looking at these guys and thinking, in a couple years I might have to see these guys again?
No, I'm on vacation, man. So I'm just having a good time, and like I said, it's just nice to be back home in the area.
We're glad to see you as well. Steve Keim, everybody, back to you.
All right, Joel D. Smith, thank you for that. A lot of action during that interview.
Steve out there with Bruce Arians, both Pennsylvania guys. Bruce was a great coach at Temple, coach of Pittsburgh with Roethlisberger, and on the team he played on, 15 of those guys played in the NFL for 5 years or longer. Curtis Martin couldn't start.
Audley Isaacs, 23 from Valley Forge, and Mike Crawford, number 4 from Imhotep, made 2 real nice plays in there.
Look at that speed.
Spun out of the tackle.
Gotta make a tackle.
Trying to get around a corner. Strung out well by Pennsylvania. The ball carrier from Maryland there was Gary Brightwell out of St. Francis in Baltimore.
Head of University of Arizona.
That was great pursuit by Pennsylvania there, because that was a missed tackle. That could have been a huge play.
But Brightwell's got that speed.
Here we go. Replay.
Watch how athletic he is.
Cuts it outside. Good hustle here. Really good hustle.
Good pursuit there for Pennsylvania, though. Tim Terry.
Tim Terry.
Central Catholic.
Another great linebacker from Pittsburgh Central.
They've had a few.
Oh, they have. Wow.
That brings up 4th down, and Maryland's going to go for it. Jabari Laws looking to the sideline.
Man to man in the field up here. 1-on-1 to the top. There it is. We'll throw it.
It's complete. The 45.
Got it.
Oh.
He got it on the reach. First down.
That's Tim Cole out of Arundel High. Extra effort, and they do get the first down.
I'll tell you what, that could be not the play of the game, but certainly that's a
short
huge
hitch
play.
Mike Crawford slips.
Look at this effort. Look at this effort. Look at that.
Get back, Mike.
Well coached.
Great effort.
It reminds you of that Ravens-Steelers game on Christmas Day, that final touchdown. That extra effort.
Great effort.
First down, 46-yard line.
He hasn't made a decision yet where he's going to score. Look at this little guy throw that
Laws.
ball. Look at that.
And he's got his man. Complete down at the 30-yard line. That's going to be complete to Andreas Price out of Franklin High School in suburban Baltimore.
They're going to speed it up now. They're going fast.
Fast pace. Here you go. On the run.
Fast.
That's going to be about a 20-yard gain.
Dave Doyle is calling the offense for this game as assistant with Chuck Markowitz, and a great football coach. That was a very good player himself.
Laws again.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, wow. That was dangerous. Stepping in to try to make the catch there was Tyreek Henderson, but I got a feeling that Cole was the intended receiver.
Cole was the intended receiver.
Henderson out of Delaney High in Baltimore County.
Yep. I'll tell you the Dave Doyle's done a great job on putting this whole offense together, and he's got a little guy, Buggy, over there. Buggy Dewey is the ball boy, So there's a father-son thing. They love football.
They squeeze this formation. Watch for these guys to run
up in the corner, back out.
Watch the corner
2nd and 10 from the 28.
In trips. Oh, Jabari, tough one.
Good job.
Missed the handoff, managed to fall across the 30. That's still going to be a loss of about 1 yard.
Damian Barber, number 13, came in there and got a piece of that quarterback. Good pressure right there.
Well, you can't go 3 and out. You got to move that ball. When you get inside that 40, it's 4 down territory. But, you still got to be in good play position. Now, Dave's got to pull a little rabbit out of the hat here. They tried to get the trips and run that middle. But those linebackers aren't flying out, so you might as well throw it to them.
Jabari Laws, the Maryland quarterback, Wise High School. Looking downfield. He's going to keep it, tucks it in.
Is that
lateral?
Beautiful? Is that athletic or what?
And he's going to get across the 30 is Chad Gleason after taking the lateral, but not nearly enough. That's going to bring up 4th and long. Here's a replay.
Jerry Roberts, middle linebacker. From Cathedral Prep out here. What a
Look at athletic
he
or
keeps
what?
hustling. What a play by Jerry Roberts.
And a really nice tackle to
Cathedral
complete the
Prep in
play.
Erie, state champ,
Jerry Roberts.
heading to Bowling Green. What a good play that was.
So here's 4th down. Maryland 4th and 11. Law's looking to the sideline to get the play.
See, if you're not hustling, that's a touchdown, Doug, because he thought he thought the play was dead.
That was a great
This
effort.
quarterback
Great
scares me to death.
Here's Laws.
Nice work.
Oh,
Great job by the defense.
Laws paid the price on that one, coming in and just crunching him for Pennsylvania with Keenan Baines.
Great job.
Conwell Egan. So Laws knows he's been in a play there. And it'll turn over on downs to Pennsylvania. With a score of 14-7, 4:55 to go in the second quarter, we'll be back right after this from the Big 33.
If you're working out at a health club, apartment building, medical center, or university, chances are the equipment and gym design came from GymSource. We provide the same high-quality service and support for home gyms. Since 1937, America's top commercial fitness providers have turned to GymSource. Start your search for the right gym equipment with the equipment experts. GymSource.
In times of chaos and deceit, the world needs a superhero. Get ready for Six Flags' new Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, soaring through the clouds in 24 stories. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, only at Six Flags.
Today at Price Busters Furniture, you can furnish one room or your entire home with no money down. Not a nickel, not a dime, not a penny down. Get the furniture you want, get the furniture you need, all with zero, zilch, zip down, and low payments. Complete living room packages, just $28 payments with no money down. Get a complete 8-piece bedroom package, just $28 payments with no money down. It's all in stock, so buy it today, get it today, and pay nothing, nada, no money down during the No Money Down event at Price Busters Furniture.
Don't miss your last chance to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of Six Flags passes with a free parking pass. Hurry, price goes up and free parking ends June 18th. Go big. Go Six Flags America.
And the mountainous terrain here around Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Beautiful this time of day. They call it the golden hour when the sun's first starting to set. Really nice night for football. Doesn't football in June feel pretty good? I'm about ready. How about you
On
guys?
a night like tonight, it certainly does.
Cool
And we're
breeze.
close to Chocolate Town, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
From the 29, here's Pennsylvania.
Brenneman standing in there.
Brenneman
There he goes.
got his man at the 45 to 30 and going to be ridden down at about the 20-yard line. Big gainer there. Joel Davis is the receiver playing here at home.
And he's just winning that inside route. He's able to get across that field. He's beating that pressure. Great job by Brenneman standing in there. Good protection, too.
My fuzzy
Nice
math
work.
says that's a 46-yard gain.
Nice work.
Not bad.
Way to go. Fuzzy math.
And wrestling him down for Maryland, coming over, maybe saving a touchdown, Bryson Craven out of Howard High in Columbia.
No doubt about it.
From the 22, here's Pennsylvania. They got momentum.
Pennsylvania's not running the ball very well, but they have some things in the pass game here.
Davis's family there watching the game.
Just need to get a little break on it.
There's the handoff, that trap once again, right up the middle, and once again, that's for good yardage. Sean Thompson.
Sean Thompson again. He's the inside guy. He reads that block. He is a smart football player. He runs behind his pads. Here we go. Watch. It's his own play. Do a nice job cutting off the backside. Sean puts his foot in the ground and gets 7 yards. Doug, that's a good start.
7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 from the
Good
15.
They got to get off that ball.
A little bit.
They got to get off that ball a little lower defensively. They're just up high. The linebackers got to commit down in there. They got the one safety out way too wide. He's gotta
Handoff
come up.
again. It's not there that time. Good pursuit from the backside, and they're going to ride him down. Finishing him off for Maryland was big Keontae Dorsey out of Woodlawn High. But again, Pennsylvania behind Sean Thompson.
They got to get a little bit more push out of number 3, just not making that kind of commitment up in
They're
there.
not knocking him off the ball,
No,
but they're
no.
covering people, I
Yeah,
think. And
yeah.
Sean's running so hard. That's a 6-yard gain and didn't look like much.
Well, that'll bring up first and goal now from the 9-yard line.
It's a
Pennsylvania looking to take a 2-touchdown lead.
got to have something happen here. You got to just make the game happen. Just got to make it happen.
Pennsylvania's gone with a tight end set, this adding an extra player in that offensive line. And
Grant Brenneman, the quarterback,
got a bust.
coming in to make the play for Maryland. We've called his name a lot thus far. Jaquan Harris again.
He is a good player. It just seems like with the tight end in there, protection's not clean because he comes unblocked in there.
A lot of traffic right
screw
there.
Up somewhere. Can't have that.
So that's going to be a loss of 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and goal now from the 13.
You know, every once in a while you see players that really just catch your eye. That kid, Desmond, 75. Desmond Holmes.
Yep.
And right there is the man whose name we've been calling a lot. There's Jaquan Harris.
He's really gotten off the ball well. He's playing really well. They got to get a little bit more commitment out of it.
Here it is again.
Corner.
Same play.
Read and broken up. Coming up, making the play for Maryland. Maryland saw it once before. That's Marcus Vinson.
Now see, Doug, on that one, the timing wasn't as good.
Right.
And
right.
that guy, he didn't get it, put it outside where he needed to. It was a little short. Allowed that D-back to just close that much quicker.
He's going to Richmond, and I'll tell you what, that number 16 has played a lot of football at Damascus High School. They played state championship football, won it this year. He's been well coached. That whole crew out there, the defense he played on, great stuff.
Darian Street, Liberty High School, is going to University of Pitt. He has over 19 yards per catch average, and he's, as you can see, 6'2". Very long, good speed, and they're looking for great things out there with Coach Narduzzi.
I remember in this game last year, Pitt had 7 players.
Yes.
Oh.
Pitt loves the big 33, right?
They do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Well, it's 2:43 in the game. Maryland can make them kick a field goal here, going, down by 10 points. That'd be a huge, huge step forward. So we're looking at 3rd down.
14-7, Pennsylvania leading Maryland. 2:43 to go in the first half. We'll be back right after this with more of the Big 33.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month, plus 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
We're back in Harrisburg, Landis Field, the Big 33 All-Star game between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania knocking on the door.
Number 9. Look at that. Look at 9.
Under pressure, gets out of it. There's a flag.
I think a little penalty holding on. They yanked number 9 down from behind.
Maryland was coming like lightning.
What an athlete. What he put 33 and 9 over there.
Well, they went to that nickel front that you ran earlier and came with some heat.
Yeah.
And, well, I'll tell you.
You look at it, Bryson Craven there out of Howard High, Columbia, Maryland. Referee's in a huddle right now. And here's the replay, guys.
Well, it starts at the snap. I think one or two linemen got just got beat right off the ball.
So the referee sorted out. Again, this is an all-star referee crew as well.
The guy, Kevin McGrath, in the white hat is a pretty high-level official. He started in high school and he officiates college ball up down the East Coast. Yeah, Miles Wright, 6'3", 230, great player going to Towson University. Rob Ambrose has done a great job at building that Towson program to what it is today. He was here as a little guy years ago, back in '85, when his daddy coached in the game. So Rob grew up around football and just done a great job up there.
And there's Chuck Markowitz stating his case. How animated is he?
Oh, yeah.
Something tells me this is going against Maryland.
And I don't know how he could do that.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what it was down here. It's the penalty is for playing with your helmet off. The helmet popped off immediately right after, I think it was Savion going up the middle right there. And I think you're supposed to stop playing at that point. He kept pursuing, and I think that is going to be the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Joel D.
Well, Doug, that's a rule, but I'll tell you what, instead of a guy being penalized, you know what they should do? And for safety for everybody, because that's what they're talking about, blow the play dead and run it again.
Ball dead.
Who we kidding? You can't penalize a kid for hustling.
What a kid's going to, helmet comes up, he's going to stop running.
But it is a rule, so I get it, but it's a bad rule.
Let's watch the no helmet here. Our guys picked it up. There you go, right there. Yep.
Number 9 hits him
That's
with a
Savion Williams, like as Joel D said, out of Wise High School, and he kept playing. So he's supposed to freeze, right, when the helmet comes off?
I'll tell you what. That kid's all player. He's a big kid.
From the 6, Brennan goes out and he can't complete it. Put a lot of speed on that ball, and Sean Thompson just couldn't hang on.
Well, Maryland coming out of here with just a field goal is all they could hope for. Maryland defensively has been really playing. There's just one breakdown here and there that's really cost them, and it's in coverage. That's the worst part. And not just a little coverage. I mean, not even close to them coverage.
So Pennsylvania going to elect for the field goal here. We've seen their kicker already, Carson Landis, and he's very good. Right here, this is going to be a 24-yard attempt for Landis, and to give Pennsylvania a 10-point lead. Snap not perfect, but he gets it down. Landis gets the kick up, and it's good, and there's a late flag. Roughing the kicker.
5 yards. Take the points.
That's 2 of those on Maryland thus
far.
far.
Well, look, and I think this will be addressed. This will be addressed at the end of the game meeting between both teams. I think we'll just let the ball be snapped and the kicker kick the ball.
Yeah.
Because now you're teaching guys to do something maybe they've never done all year, and now you're putting these
and you got kids in there who are in there used to just going wide open.
And you're putting the kicker at risk. You're risking injury because that's twice that the Pennsylvania guy's been hit. He gets hurt in this game. That's unnecessary.
The points have not been put on the scoreboard.
So there shouldn't be a rush. I think that's the new rule that will happen next year for this game.
Well, Mark, the only other thing you can do is we do in our All-Star game at home. One guy off at each end puts his hand in the air before a snap, and those 2 guys can come. It just makes it legitimate.
It has to be something.
Yeah.
It just can't be. Yeah. You can't overload it. You can't do that. You've got to designate 2 guys, and run that. But again, Doug, that play on the goal line was another timing play. There were 2 timing plays that have been good for Pennsylvania, and 2 that have hurt them in key places.
Pennsylvania will take the field goal. They decline the penalty, they'll take the points, and they now lead at 17-7. And you got a good look there at the Maryland side.
Well, we got the 2-minute. I can guarantee us Coach Mark would come out, and he's going to return the ball. He's going to try and move it down the field. Little Al's getting the thing set up and take a couple shots. He wants to go in. He'd give anything to go into this thing, 17-14. But at the same time, what you don't want to do is press so much unless they go into victory that you end up throwing an interception. That's a lot of time, 2:55 with a
Now the only thing Pennsylvania can do to counter is change personnel for pass protection. But you can't blitz. No. It has to be a 4-man rush, and you have to play man-to-man. So
it's really
nothing changes. It really is still straight football.
Yeah. I tell you one thing, one of the sponsors of this game, Under Armour, those are some sharp-looking uniforms.
They
look
are,
at these close-up shots on the field. These kids are looking good out there.
The whole Under Armour routine from Kevin Plank, Brian, all those guys, just great guys, and all former athletes. And
most importantly, guys, they believe in high school sports.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Plus my Under Armour shirt that I was given
That's right.
to represent. Where's
right.
yours, Coach Doug?
I sweated too much
Yeah,
in mine today.
okay. All right.
Here's the kickoff.
Oh, that's a good kick.
Going to go all the way back in the end zone, and
That's
just going to watch it go out for Maryland will be Armani Addison out of Mervo in Baltimore. So Maryland will go to work at its own 20-yard line, 2:25 to go in a half. Their goal here, Doug, put some points on the board before halftime.
Yep, they want slow, methodical sort of drive, gain some real estate, eat the clock up. What you don't want to do is let Pennsylvania come back onto the field again. So you got to have a nice controlled sort of drive. You need a first down. You got 2:25. You want to run the ball a little bit, maybe screen, maybe draw. In the old days of Wally Williams, a little trickeration might not be the worst thing.
They got your big guy out here, 13 on Mike Crawford.
Yep, match him up on the outside.
He's a
let him
big
roll
guy.
a little bit.
That's Miles Wright out of St. Francis Academy in Baltimore.
Nice hands. Nice hands. He's caught a lot of footballs in his time.
Mike's got to handle this. Screen play.
I tell you what, everybody got hit on that play. But it is complete.
I'll tell you, Pennsylvania's doing a very good job running to the ball, I have to say. They are all getting after it.
Andreas Price out of Franklin High in Reisterstown, Maryland. Here's the replay. You can see a
right
lot
there.
of hitting
Good
going
hit.
on.
Good hit again.
It's a good catch in traffic there.
Yeah, he went in
Good
there.
pressure by Harper, and then everybody rallied to the ball.
It gained
Well
a yard, 2nd and 9 from the 21. Going around, going up the middle. The keeper for Maryland was Evan Falkman. Falkman's going to get that across the 25. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Third and 2.
Third and 2.
That's
Big
that,
play.
That's that power read. They read that outside end there. If he takes the wide guy, quarterback pulls it up and hits it in there.
Well, Navy's going to have 2 quarterbacks from the same high school, and both of them just as good. The older one who was supposed to play in the game last year broke his finger in a rugby game, and he down there and he took over at the end of the season for him this year. And Casey, and now they're going to have Falkman following him.
Clock continues to roll. We're at 1:15 in the first half. And there's the give. Go up the middle and nothing doing. Clogging it up there for Pennsylvania. Leading the charge was Johanny Duggan.
Timeout.
Yeah, they
Pennsylvania
called it.
timeout. Yeah.
Should. Yeah, they did.
See, that was a key play right there. I mean, now they got to kick into the wind.
1:06 to go in the first half. Take another look.
Good hustle here. Barber sits on it and he crashes underneath.
But right there, Duggan made the play for
real
Pennsylvania.
Nice play.
Stayed at home.
Real nice play.
Filled the hole, just like he drew it up, right, Coach?
That was J.O. Duggan there.
Yeah.
Well done.
3rd and 2 from the 28.
Got that first. That was huge.
Oh, that was a first down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That kid Schletnitsky, the guard, banged that thing in there. He drove it in himself.
Okay.
So from the 30 now, here comes Maryland. Falkman. And he completes it.
Very nice.
Across the 40-yard line. That's going to be complete to Kyrie Jackson out of Wise High School in Prince George's County, Washington area.
Kyle Schmidt, one of the great young coaches in football, really on the East Coast. He was a lineman down at Maryland. Came in and just done a great job everywhere he goes. He's a first-class guy.
From the 41.
Oh, boy.
And there they go again across the 40, across the 45, continuing
Got
to
it out of
power.
bounds, stop the clock.
Great second effort. Great effort, period.
That's great high school football right there, what you're watching.
That's
Maryland
Gary
do.
Brightwell out of
that
St.
was
Francis.
that was one of those reads. They let the end come. They threw the swing pass, and everybody cracked down. Just good running.
Listen, Arizona State got a heck of a player there.
Toyota, legendary safety and reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places. Late in the first half.
I want Maryland to go places, and I guarantee you this. They're in a situation, they get this first down, they're to take 4 cracks in the end zone. They want to be on the other side of 50. There they go. They may even start a little early here.
Nice look at the crowd here at Landis Stadium.
Yeah.
And remember, we are almost at halftime. Stay tuned for the Under Armour Cheer halftime show. This is not just an all-star football game. We got all-star cheerleaders, too.
There's a little Maryland pride.
There you go.
Maryland really brought a lot of people up to the game, and I think as the game goes on, we'll start bringing more and more people.
Well, you know, from wherever you are in Maryland, really, it's not a bad ride up here.
No, you get this place a lot quicker than you can Western Maryland or Eastern Shore.
Sure.
Especially on a Friday night.
You know, PA, they're staying big inside because of that zone run game.
Yep.
But that's also kind of hurting them a little bit on the pass. on the pass rush.
They got 50 seconds here, Mark.
Well, now they got an extra guy. I don't know. They're still big inside.
Still big, yeah.
They got Duggan and Cavato.
I think what they're going to do is
Dugan and Cavato.
Oh, Chuck's going to try and throw short and run long.
Yep.
2nd and 2 from the 49. Here's
Full
Falkman
route.
looking
There he
downfield, and he's got a man at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Maryland. Complete to Miles Wright out of St. Francis. 49 yards, and just like that, Maryland is within 3.
That's a Dave Dewey special right there. Good job, Dave Dewey, Coach Markowitz. You know?
Nothing fancy here, Doug.
Nope.
No,
That y'all done that 100 times. Drag them right across.
It's a blown coverage.
Yep.
Yeah, you hate to pick out the guy, but it was one of the better players.
Yep.
Saeed Holt fell down.
Had a little bit of a...
I'll tell you, Miles Wright's going to be a great receiver for Towson State. I guarantee you, Rob Ambrose is running around his kitchen right now, happy as can be.
Here's Hayden August out of Quince Orchard in the D.C. suburbs, attempting the extra point. And we've got a flag.
Just looked like we got caught up in the wash in that mesh there, and that tight end took a nice release.
Yep.
Offside, Maryland.
Now, in
Or
this
Pennsylvania.
situation, Coach, you go for 2?
Nah.
Think not?
No.
Why not?
No.
Huh?
Is there a lot of difference in 17-14 and 17-15?
Sure.
Okay.
Field goal.
All right.
Well,
That's simple
not
math,
this early
Doug.
in the game, though, right?
Right.
I don't know. You go 15, later you hit it, somewhere along the line you end up 1 point ahead. That's all it takes to win. But I understand going for it. Now, this kid can kick the football. He won a game against Northwest kicking a field goal at the very end, which determined Quince Orchard going to the state final. So he had a 42-yard field goal with a huge pressure on his back.
Hayden August. The kick is up, and plenty of room to spare. That's good, and that'll make the score now 17-14, 41 seconds left in the half. Mark Schmidt, if you're Pennsylvania, you take this kickoff. Are you kneeling, or are you going to try and go downfield?
Nope. I think, well, first of all, they got to kick off into the wind, and the kicker with the wind hasn't really gotten the yards that I like to see. But so we could have a chance to get it. You get anything out past the 35-yard line with 41 seconds. You have a timeout. You take the shot. No doubt.
I'll tell you what, Mark, I'm really proud of the Maryland team. As they said coming in, when you come to Pennsylvania, you know you're coming to play for really good football. But these guys have hung in. They played really well. Truthfully, they've been beaten by themselves for some penalties early on, and they've been beaten because they blew some coverages, which, it'll be pretty clear on film when you see it later. But, boy, up front, those down linemen, the ends, the linebackers, because Pennsylvania's offensive line gets off of the football. You're talking about some kids that, really talented, big, tough kids.
Well, you're right. And, I think both teams have done their fair of stubbing their toe, and we've had some big plays on both ends. That pass
Let's go down to Joel D. Smith on the field. Joel D., you're on the Pennsylvania side. Did that kind of take the wind out of them just now?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, some guys were dancing. The music was on. They were feeling pretty good. And then they looked at that, and just like you guys saw, as soon as it opened up, they followed their eyes but didn't almost believe it as they went right back past them down the sidelines here. So, yeah, they're down a little bit. Coach is also trying to rally them back because obviously with 41 seconds they can still do some damage. But you're right, a big exhale from the sidelines, not the right kind if you're a PA fan.
All right, thanks, Joel D.
Don't you worry. Saeed Holt, was the guy that got caught up in that, and that was his guy. But I'm going to tell you something. He is a big-time player, and he will make it happen. Greg Botta, Franklin Regional, 40-year coach in high school football.
Franklin Regional, we did our homework, Mark. Franklin Regional, the home of, it wasn't regional then, but Franklin High. Ted Marcher Broda went to Franklin High.
I'll tell you,
the first coach of the Baltimore Ravens.
Coach, Maryland better do some homework.
I'll tell you what, look at that lineman, Coach. They're going to put it in that. They're going to put it right in that coffin corner on the right. Look at him down there.
Going to be taking it to 13-yard line, and he's got blockers.
Watch out.
Still on his feet across the 30. And going to be drugged down from behind. Great piece of running there.
Terrence Green to the 40.
Green.
Good job, Terrence. Good running. I think somebody might have got hurt here.
That looked awfully close to a horse collar tackle.
I think a coach got.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, it was. But, listen. The rule with that is a little is very it allows some gray area. He didn't pull him back, and this coach got run over there.
Coach will be fine.
Everybody's got back up when those guys come.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. In an all-star game, do you have a backup coach?
No.
No.
You know, and the thing is, coaches run the agility drills. They don't do agilities, do they, Doug?
Yeah.
Right?
You can tell by the faces
on
on
now.
the sideline. They enjoyed watching the coach take a spill. That's
There
great.
you go.
They need to bring real pressure here, coaches. One of them deals that, sitting here.
Coming with heat.
And there you go.
From
Look
the
at that.
backside,
Here
but he
comes.
gets it off.
Good throw.
And he's going to be out of bounds just short of the 50-yard line. That was intended for Ryan Lezer. It's going to be incomplete.
We've gotten really good pressure.
Reese-
Daquan Cooper going to Monmouth out of Northwest.
Yeah, Reese's got time here. He just got to hang in. But I'll tell you, like I said, he's great on the run.
Lezer might have got that foot down when you look at that replay.
I think you're right.
There's another Shepherd guy, Boda. Just come off that end. He's a big, tall, strong kid. They've done it. You see him bring it again here. He's a good-looking kid.
27 seconds.
Great.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, two of them.
And it bounces in and out of the hands and quite dangerously of Terrence Green, but it does fall incomplete, and that'll bring up third down.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Terrence and Ryan both kind of running a double slant. Got to get some separation on that.
Number 3 celebrating now.
See,
so
these
you better
guys
be
too
careful.
close. These guys are too close. The outside guy's got to take it a little
Yep.
thinner to keep his guy out of that window.
Maryland's Joshua Turner wanted that interception, too.
Yeah, he did. So they don't get this one. They're going to have to punt it.
3rd and 10 from the 40. What was in danger of becoming a one-sided game is now very much competitive again.
Number 3 just got turned around.
Boy, there it goes. By time.
Look at the pursuit.
Whoa, what a play.
Coming deep out of the defensive backfield, Gregory Benton Jr. out a long reach, ran a long way to make that play.
I'll tell you what, he's headed to West Point. He'll be a leader one day.
Now watch 19. He's going to come out of frame. He's going to run about a mile, and he's going to make this play. See him right there.
Very
You know, that was a covered sack. Reese, at the end of the half, instead of running the ball for 8 yards or 10 yards, he tried to take a shot, and Maryland had great coverage. He had no one to throw the ball to.
So 4th down and 11.
Can't fault that. Now we gotta have the execution here. This is where special teams is big. End of the half. Get the snap, get the
And the point
kickoff,
you guys
get
are
it
making
going.
early in the game, too, these are not kids that are used to playing a lot of special teams, yet
Some of
special
them are.
teams just might decide this game.
Some of them are.
It's a risky spot to be in, right?
It is, but it looks like both teams have decent long snappers, and that's huge in an all-star game, making sure you have one.
Anytime you're in this situation, you're looking at where you are right now, you always got a chance. With Maryland coming back, they're feeling like they got it right now. They got a little momentum change, and that was huge. So, as you come out here and Pennsylvania's going to punt, you've got the return guy, certainly Marcus Vincent back there's returned punt since he was 7 years old. He wants that football.
How do you take momentum into the locker room at halftime and still manage to bring it out for the third quarter? Is there a trick to that?
Well, the more experienced players you got, the more they understand the game. So sometimes, in instance, I've had teams where I really would just have gone down by a touchdown and going in tied. I want to be able to rev them up, come out,
the
get
other
after
thing
it.
too, Doug, is Maryland deferred.
Yes.
Maryland deferred.
Maryland will
Another
get the
good
ball.
punt.
Excellent point.
Good punt.
Called him
Fair
for the
catch.
fair catch. He might have got bumped there. No
He
flag.
called a little late, too.
That's good. Vincent with the fair catch.
Got
And
another
Maryland will
flag
line
here.
up. We have a flag. You're right, downfield on the
Hit the
35-yard
punter.
line.
If he hit the kicker, he should just be
Well, I think
spanked.
there was some extracurricular with the personal protector. This 15, Jack Crossett,
There's
another St. Joe Prep kid. He's he's going to Elon.
They're shaking their head. It's got to be on
Smart
Pennsylvania,
guy.
Coach.
I don't know.
A lot of flags associated with a
just
kicking
don't
game
want to see
tonight.
this happening.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not sure that, I certainly didn't see it. Like everybody else, I'm watching the ball, watching the coverage.
Right.
But
Personal foul. There.
He's-
Okay, so I guess they'll take it back from the spot.
Yeah.
I guess is what they'll do. 7 seconds. Pennsylvania, don't fall asleep. This kid runs around and
Yeah.
somebody gets behind it.
7 seconds, Doug. You taking a shot?
oh, yeah.
Sure.
No
Was
guts,
that,
no
was that a
guts,
silly
no glory.
question, Mark?
No doubt.
guts.
No, I mean, like I said, you can't play prevent. The rules don't change. So
you're
it's
in man coverage. You run a
got
little
a guy.
pick screen out, you know.
What do you call it, Doug? Cat coverage. I got that cat.
Coverage.
You
I got that cat. I
Yeah.
got that cat. What
There
you
you
want to
go.
do is pick them off. You know.
Got that cat coverage.
You know, you
You
flood
know-
a zone clear guy out, double post guy out of the backfield, curl wheel, any of that.
You got to
stuff, just
keep
break
this
one free.
quarterback.
Oh, you guys, look at the coach. The guy I heard he's got a bag of ice. Look at him. He's gutting it. They show we lost it there in the group. But the coach who got hit on the sidelines, they wrapped him up, put some ice on it. He's up and coaching.
When Mark and I were at Westchester,
Oh,
there you go. There
that's
you go.
Coach
There's
Ba-
your shot.
Oh, it's the head man. Took a shot. Coach Bada. Oh. Tell you what, he's tough as a boot anyway. Don't you worry about him. He's fine.
Feel that one in the morning.
Hey,
though.
this is his shot to be the head coach of this game. This is what all they care about.
Good idea, Coach.
Maryland takes a knee, and that will wrap up the first half. A surprisingly competitive first half. Pennsylvania jumped out. Maryland came back with the big play. Right now, 17-14. Pennsylvania with the 3-point lead. Very impressive on both sides of the football, guys.
Hey, so everything you could hope it would be. It's a great high school football game. I don't care where you go, whether you're watching NFL or whatever. You don't see greater than that.
Let's go down to the sidelines and Joel D. Smith. Joel D.
Yeah, we're here with Coach Greg Bada right now. First of all, how are you? You took quite a tumble. We see the ice is on.
I'm okay. That's fine.
We won't worry about that. In this game, anything surprising you so far?
Well, you know, the penalties that both teams are making, and, you know, there's a lot of aggression, a lot of just physical play between both teams. You're going to get some of that, but I don't want that to interfere with the play on the field.
It was a little sloppy early on. We had a lot of penalties. Is that just kids nervous in a big game like
Yeah, I
this?
think it is, and both teams are jawing a little bit, you know, and that's what you don't want to have, and we're having it, but it makes for atmosphere, but that's not me, that's not our staff, so we got to try to get our kids settled down and play football. Can't make mistakes we've been making either. We're making some crucial mistakes at times, and they as well, so that's what happens in games like this.
One more thing you'll tell the guys at the half here.
You know, we got to finish. You know, we got to finish now. We can't give up 6 points with 50 seconds to go in the half. That's ridiculous. And it was a good play. The corner made a bad judgment call, and they had a good play, made a play on it.
Still a good half. Good luck to you. I'm glad you're all right. Thank you. All right, back up to you guys.
All right, Joel D. Smith, we are at halftime of the Big 33 game. Pennsylvania leading Maryland 17-14. We'll be back with the Under Armour Cheer halftime show right after this.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, over 90% of all Tundras sold over the last 15 years are still on the road. And Tundra Crewmax was also named a best overall value for 2017. Now get a Crewmax with $1,250 cash back from Toyota. Plus 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
I was used for a doctor's appointment.
I was used to assemble bunk beds. We were used to reorganize the garage.
I was used to wait for the cable guy. I've been rolled over since 1987.
Come on, people! They're called vacation days for a reason. Put yours to better use with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like fireworks on the beach.
I was injured by her rolling me down a ramp, and my leg got caught under the wheelchair.
Hurt? Call us, and we'll take it from there.
He was concerned, so he came to me.
It could be the best phone call you ever made.
He worked his magic, and they settled out of court, and the settlement I was happy with.
We work to get you more.
Call attorneys Gilman and Badighi, the heavy hitters.
They are heavy hitters. They do go after, and they get it.
1-800-LAW-6162.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome back to the Under Armour Cheer halftime show here at Landis Field in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Joining us now is Kim Brash. She is the Big 33 cheer director. Kim, thanks for being with us here at halftime.
Thanks for having me.
Former Penn State cheerleader. I'm very impressed. We know that this is an all-star game for the football players. This is also an all-star game for these cheerleaders. Tell me about the selection process.
It's a pretty extensive selection process. They have to be selected by their coaches, first of all.
So they're nominated by the coaches?
Yep.
Okay.
And then they try out at the, we have 2 tryouts, so they can attend one of the tryouts. They do jumps and tumbling and stunts, and they either get picked or they don't. So we picked 33 for each side.
Now, it's a great honor for the players to be selected to this game. Obviously, the same honor for a cheerleader, correct?
Yes, that's right.
It also tends to showcase the advances in cheerleading, let's say over the past generation, you know? It used to be the homecoming queen and all her pretty friends. These are athletes now, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, tell me what we're looking at here.
They're doing jumps right now. This is a front hurdler and little stunt and double toe touch. Right there, beautiful. This is a great group of athletes. Now they're doing their dance. They're having a lot of fun. This is my choreography, by the way.
Oh, nice job.
Thank you.
You own your own cheerleading business. Go ahead and give it a plug.
Yep, I own Cheer Time, Pennsylvania's first cheerleading gym. We started in 1998, and we've been going strong. We've had up to 5th place at Worlds, at the World Cheerleading Championship.
Wow.
And that's my son out there that just did that full twist.
That's him, huh?
That's Tyler Brash.
How about that? Can we get a shot of Tyler out there in the middle?
He's out there tumbling.
Well, he takes after his dad. You're kind of small.
Yeah, he's pretty big. And he's on the all-star team at Cheer Time. He's competed at the World Cheerleading Championship 2 years in a row. But these are round-up back handspring tucks. These ladies have performed. There's another round-up back handspring tucks. Now you're seeing a layout, front walkover through to a layout step out. And here goes Tyler.
Wow, look at him. There's your boy.
Yep, he's going to do a full twist right there.
Nice. As I said before, the level of athleticism with cheerleaders, it's easy for a casual fan to overlook. But I'm always in awe of what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, these kids, these stunts are amazing. Like, they've been really practicing. These are high-level stunts. That's a Liberty pyramid. And now they're going to go to their final dance.
How tough
is it?
When you have a new group like this, how tough is that choreography?
It's pretty tough, but I'm used to it. I've been doing this for 29 years. So I've been a part of the Big 33, and it's been a lot of fun.
Go ahead.
It's just, it's a special game. And now this is the best part of the show.
The buddies.
This is when our buddies come out. And look at the buddies.
Let's have a look at the buddies there. Yeah, we're seeing the Maryland cheerleaders now.
The buddies are doing jumps, and now they're going to do a dance portion.
There the buddies. There they are.
Yep. They're dancing. And now they're going to build their stunts. And look at Katie in the front. She's doing a back walkover.
Wow.
She is very special. Good job, Katie. And look at all those stunts and an ending pyramid. Beautiful job.
Very nice job, Kim. Congratulations. That was entertaining.
Thank you so much. I love working with the Big 33 and all of the athletes, and especially the buddies. They make the whole week worthwhile. and it's just a great experience.
And a great way to make new friends and create relationships, and it's just awesome.
Yep.
I love that they have made this part of this Big 33. It's not just a football game.
Right. We love it too.
All right, Kim, thanks very much for your time. Great job with the girls there, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll see you next year.
We'll be back with more of the Big 33 Under Armour Cheer halftime show right after this.
In times of chaos and deceit, the world needs a superhero. Get ready for Six Flags' new Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, soaring through the clouds in 24 stories. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, only at Six Flags.
I was used for a doctor's appointment.
I was used to assemble bunk beds. We were used to reorganize the garage.
I was used to wait for the cable guy. I've been rolled over since 1987.
Come on, people! They're called vacation days for a reason. Put yours to better use with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like OC Beach Dance Parties.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
I'm the diva of this living room, mixing old and new school. Antique table for a poker night, wingback seats for a boxing fight, Vegas bar for a little whiskey, zebra rug to get frisky, white and gold everywhere, lounging around without a care. Anything goes for this divorcee, and I don't even look 43.
Value City Furniture is now made to mix, so you can make it you.
Don't miss your last chance to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of Six Flags passes with a free parking pass. Hurry, price goes up and free parking ends June 18th. Go big. Go Six Flags America.
Look at that beautiful sky over central Pennsylvania here in Harrisburg as the sun sets, and beautiful, beautiful sky. Joining us now up here in the press box is the new executive director of the Big 33 game, Gary Cathell. And Gary, it was a big thing to move from Hershey here to Harrisburg. The venue, Landis Field, appears to be putting its arms around this game.
Absolutely. They've really reached out to us when we were in need of acquiring a site, and one thing that we had to look at was a site that was going to be big enough to account for the crowd and all the things that we do. So we talked to a couple different schools, and we ended up here, and it was a great decision.
This game almost went away.
Well, we weren't going to let that happen. That was one thing within the Coaches Association. We've always discussed that we are the Big 33 game, the coaches, and I know that it was close because of the financial, because of Dave, but there was always going to be a Big 33 game, no matter what we had to do.
You have to give credit to the county government here in Dauphin County. They stepped up with a very big donation that enabled you to stay alive, right?
Absolutely. The county commissioners and their staff, George Connor was a part of the Scholarship Foundation group, and George was the one that reached out to me and said, Gary, what can we do to help? Got the county commissioners involved. We went and talked, and man, we put it this way: we would have ran a Big 33 game, but we would not have been able to run and maintain the integrity of what the old game was.
Well, it tells me that Dauphin County understands the importance of this game.
It literally does. I'm a Western Pennsylvania guy, and coming out here all the time and going into the different businesses, and people talk about the Big 33. I mean, you hear about it in the West, you hear about it in the East, but it's part ingrained in all the people out here.
It is, and what a grand tradition. What a thing to be a part of. We were going over some alumni of this game, and it reads like the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Well, with all of the R about it, the 60 years, the Super Bowl string, really, I just wish the national people would get a picture of what it's all about. And, you know, the slogan that we use, it's not just a game, with the buddies, with the buddy cheerleaders, with the cheerleaders. They don't get that in other all-star games.
Now, one thing you're going to have to deal with in the future is the blue chip, the red chip players. The big-time colleges want them on campus right away.
Right.
You talked about an earlier date for this game. Is this something you're going to be addressing in the future to try to get those players?
Well, you know what? We're going to investigate. We've been doing our due diligence. We've talked to the college coaches, and we understand where they're coming from. We're also looking at, you know, where we got to be as a business, as a Pennsylvania Scholastic Football Coaches Association, as the Maryland Coaches Association, what's best for our groups too. The Blue Chippers have been going for the last 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
So, and we've still been getting great players in the game, and it would continue that way. We knew right off the bat we weren't going to get certain players, but I tell you what, I've been around to both teams, and there's some stars down there.
Oh, yeah. Not to denigrate anybody on the field
right,
here tonight,
absolutely.
but that is a problem you deal with going forward.
It is. And, you know, the big talk is many of the college coaches, especially the big schools, they want to see, if you're going to run a game, run it in December, run it in those months right after the season. So, number one, your seniors are still in school, at least their first semester,
right.
And then many of them leave and graduate early. But, you know, then they have time to get better if they get hurt.
Sure.
And they'll be able to get in. We understand that, but
you guys will figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Congratulations on
you.
keeping this thing alive, and we're very proud to be a part of it with our TV station.
You guys
network.
have been great. It really has, and thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you guys in the future.
Oh, we'll be here next year. Don't worry
Thank you.
about that.
Thank
Gary
you.
Cathell, the new executive director of the Big 33. Stick around. We got more of the halftime show coming up right after this.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month. Plus, 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
I was used for an oil change.
Someone used me to renew their license.
To help the in-laws move.
I was used for traffic court.
If we're not used in the next month,
we're going to expire. Come on, people! Don't your vacation days deserve better? Treat them right with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like Sundays in the Park.
Last year, rather than going to her junior dance, she went and did a coat drive, which I think as a junior to miss a dance, to go get coats for people in need speaks wonders about you as a person.
No one in my family has been to college yet, and I really want to be like the one who set the bar. 20 years from now, I'm going to be a neonatal, pediatric, or fetal surgeon at Johns Hopkins Hospital.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Beautiful summer night sky here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Landis Field. We are at halftime of the Big 33 game, and as you see, Pennsylvania leads it 17-14. A very festive atmosphere here at Landis Field as the all-star teams from Pennsylvania, they're in the blue, and Maryland in the white. And Pennsylvania jumped out early. That's a really nice trap play right up the middle. Sean Thompson comes in to score. And then Pennsylvania later back to throw, and a huge play right there by Jaquan Harris out of Baltimore's Milford Mill, made the sack and recovered the fumble. And Maryland able to turn that into some points. Some real fine running there by Chad Gleason, and that tied it at 7. And then here came Pennsylvania, Coach Mark Schmidt.
Real nice pitching catch by Udinski to Davis. Good timing route. Soft coverage by Maryland. They take advantage of it.
So they got a big lead at this point, Doug, but here comes Maryland.
Yeah, I think we blew a coverage. I think we jumped the
Miles Wright out of St. Francis, the big tight end.
Yep.
And so right now we're sitting 17-14 at halftime, and the issue's still very much in doubt, Doug Duval.
Well, I think if Maryland comes back and plays good, solid football, doesn't make any mistakes, we've got some penalties which were sort of disconcerting, let's say. Penalties you don't expect big-time players to make.
Let's go down on the field, Joel D. Smith. Joel D.
Yeah, we're here with the coach of Maryland right now. What's your mood right now, 17-14?
What's our mood? I mean, if we would stop, look, I've told them at halftime, I said, Maryland's not on your schedule. You're kicking your own behind. I mean, they had 2 drives for touchdowns that we prolonged because we got dumb penalties. 3rd and 8 over there on that sideline, we hit the guy going out of bounds. If we stop doing that, I mean, we need to put all the energy that we're putting into yelling at the referees into playing the game, and we'll probably be a little bit better off, I think.
You think they're listening at this point?
No. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
It's very exciting so far. You guys are really in this thing, in the trenches. You're really competing with them right now.
Well, they're really good players. They're good kids. We lost one guy. I don't even know where he went. He just left. So we're down one, but, you know, we'll be all right.
All right, we'll figure it out. Hey, still a great half. Good luck to you in a second.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Thanks for covering us there. We appreciate it.
We got you. Second half kickoff coming your way next.
This is why you love Chuck Markowitz.
He's in a class by himself.
This is the Chuck Markowitz Show, co-starring the Big 33 game. We'll be back with more after this. Stick around.
In times of chaos and deceit, the world needs a superhero. Get ready for Six Flags' new Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, soaring through the clouds in 24 stories. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, only at Six Flags.
This is the road I want to take. These are the days I want to miss.
RAV4 is perfect to get the most out of your adventures. And all these advanced safety features come standard. Now, buy a RAV with 0% APR for 72 months or $2,500 cash back from Toyota. And 2 years of no-cost maintenance is included.
What takes you where you want to be?
RAV4. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
I was used for an oil change.
Someone used me to renew their license.
To help the in-laws move.
I was used for traffic court.
If we're not used in the next month,
We're going to expire.
Come on, people! Don't your vacation days deserve better? Treat them right with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like Sunset Park Party Nights.
Car wreck? You can bet the first offer from the insurance company is going to be low.
You need more money for your medical bills, lost wages, and your pain and suffering. Call us, attorneys Gilman and Bedigian, because we can turn less into more.
We know how much more you should get, and we get nothing unless you get paid.
Don't settle for less when you deserve more.
Call us, the heavy hitters,
because we have the power of more.
The heavy hitters are the ones for you. 1-800-LAW-6162.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Don't miss your last chance to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of Six Flags passes with a free parking pass. Hurry, price goes up and free parking ends June 18th. Go big. Go Six Flags America.
The Big 33 Football Classic is being brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. Morgan State University, Maryland's premier public urban research university. Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, a great place to live, work, and play. And powered by Under Armour.
Welcome back to Landis Field here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We're about to get the second half underway. Maryland versus Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania in the blue, leading at 17-14. Bruce Cunningham, Mark Schmidt, Doug Duval, Joel D. Smith bringing you the Big 33. Here's the kickoff. Takes a bounce back inside, going to be picked up at the 13-yard line across the 20, 25.
Great running.
30, still on his feet.
Great running.
Outside at the 40.
That's excellent. That's first play.
And finally loses his feet, but what an effort by Tyson Queen out of Annapolis High.
I'm telling you what, that child played just about as hard as you can play. He's one of the guys that really makes you.
One cut too many, Doug. I think you just should have kept it.
Yeah, one more burst straight ahead.
Just get upfield when you get past that 40.
I used to tell him, you get lucky, then run straight ahead. Right there, you need to take it
go.
upfield.
His own man tripped him.
Yep.
His own man tripped him.
Very impressive, though.
So they'll go to work from the 43, Will Maryland.
Dangerous.
Talking back in a quarterback.
Want to hit it.
Great defensive play there, reaching up, very opportunistic for Pennsylvania. That was Shane Hogarth out of Downingtown East that broke that up.
I think you got to read that pressure, read that coverage a little closer, Mark. That could have been 6 the other way.
Jeremy Jennings was on it. Yeah. I think if Shane didn't knock it down, that could have been something. Could have been even better.
Yep. Or worse.
He didn't know it. Well,
a nice view of Landis Field
depends.
Here in Harrisburg, the new venue for the Big 33. Been played for years in Hershey, PA.
They need to move this ball across the 50-yard line. Just keep banging it up in there and let it happen.
And a handoff, not a lot of room to run right there, but he did turn it into a couple. That is Gary Brightwell out of St. Francis in Baltimore out to the 45. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, the football gotten better, but I still think when you're going vertical running the football, it's hard to beat.
Up front, the story's still being written.
Look at 66-63. Them guys are driving that football.
I think there's a penalty here on Pennsylvania.
They do personal foul.
Yes.
And they're going to mark it off.
So
a nice break for Maryland. That'll give Maryland the first down inside Pennsylvania territory. They laid it down right at the 40-yard line.
You know, when you look across Schletnitsky and those guys playing across Levy, all those guys, you know, Maryland's got a tight end in the game right now. So.
Mark Schmidt over here making disgusted coaching noises.
Well, you know, it's 3rd down and 10, and now all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 here.
Falkman fakes the handoff, takes off straight up the middle. Falkman's still on his feet, and he's going to be down at about the 33, and there's a late flag in the defensive backfield.
That's what he does well.
Face mask.
Got a face mask, and it's pointing Pennsylvania's way right now. Mark Schmidt, Pennsylvania is heading in the wrong direction.
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Well, at halftime.
I mean, this guy's dangerous. He really makes the right reads, does a real nice job.
And as Doug pointed out, he's going to Navy. Navy runs that triple option. I could see him running that triple option at Navy. Look at Chuck Markowitz. He's loving life right now.
Yeah. You better get that ball in the end zone, Coach. Here we go. Navy's got Zach Abbey down there, who started for him at the end of the year, and this kid right behind him, they're in good shape. Coach Neiman Tololo's got to be happy.
From the
little
18.
Motion read inside.
There's
He's got
a
it. There's
handoff.
a seam. Good job. This kid's got great vision for that read.
Chad Gleason out of Walkersville. He's going to get it inside the 15, call it the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Terry again on that tackle.
They're lined up. Okay, there's another look
Jerry
right
Rogers
there. They're lined up for the play now out of the shotgun.
Great center play.
And again, a handoff around the right side. Pennsylvania all over that. He turns the corner. He sees 3 blue jerseys.
Mark, I think I'd stay a little bit more inside. It seems like Maryland's offensive line's moving that thing. You get to the perimeter, Pennsylvania's got great speed.
Telling you what, number 23, Isaacs.
Yeah.
He's made a bunch of tackles tonight. He is playing quietly a really solid football game at that outside
Audley
linebacker
Isaacs.
position. Yeah.
There's a kid,
another Temple guy.
Keontae Dorsey, 360. Nobody signed him yet. Somebody ought to jump on that kid out of Woodlawn. Keontae Dorsey, 6'4", 360.
3rd down and 5 now from the 13-yard line, well within the Toyota red zone. Maryland knocking on the door. They're thinking about taking a lead in this ball game.
Watch the left guard, Slednitsky.
Got trips to the left.
Look at that block. Sealed him up.
Rolling out that way. Very well read by Pennsylvania.
Wow. Great effort, though, on Maryland. Great effort.
And they're going to stop him about 3 yards short. It's going to be 4th down.
Isaac's making plays. I think he cuts this thing off. Jerry Roberts has come from the inside here. Isaacs makes it.
That's
good hustle.
That's a lot of blue shirts right there.
Real good hustle by Curtis Harper cleaning that up.
Oh, coach.
Hard count.
There you go. Hard counted and got him. Hard counted and got him. That's a first-class play. Good job, Coach Doyle.
Coach Mark Schmidt, that's 3 penalties this drive.
No doubt. Hey.
That's a touchdown right there.
That's
you know what?
That wasn't one guy jumping. That was more than one. So,
well, that's just how good that quarterback is.
4th and 5. Come on, man.
So that's going to be 1st and goal now at about the 7-yard line for Maryland. Again, the score 17-14 Pennsylvania. Maryland looking to take its
I think
first
you're
lead
going to see
in this
number
game.
11 with the Reed here taking it in himself.
Yep.
Evan Faulkman.
Got it on the backside. Reading. Go, Coach. Go.
Straight upfield.
There it is.
And he's
Good
in
job.
for the touchdown.
That was there.
7 yards. Evan Faulkman out of Archbishop Spalding in Anne Arundel County, south of Baltimore. And just like that, Maryland has the lead.
Well, Maryland did a good job on that drive, but they were, as Mark said earlier, aided by Pennsylvania, you know. But at the same time, you can say, well, he shouldn't have jumped on 4th down. 3 of them jumped, so you know Faulkman did a great job.
It all starts with the first series.
Oh,
I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
You make that play, and then you get something stupid out on the perimeter there. It's 3rd and 10 instead of first down.
Coaches hate penalties.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
a good reason why. Hayden August out of
all
Quince
on
Orchard
PA.
will attempt the extra point. It's up. And it's good. Maryland now 21, Pennsylvania 17.
And see, that's that 4-point differential. Field goal doesn't help him, man, you know.
Well, you know, and that was the other part of it. Maryland did defer the coin toss. They wanted it the second half, and they were in position, and they're right where they want to be. PA's got to answer this challenge.
It's the great part about, you know, you talk about Saturday night football.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Let's go down the sidelines. Joel D. Smith. Joel D., I want to ask you the same question I asked you in the first half. Pennsylvania just gave up that drive and a touchdown. Did the air go out of them a little bit just now?
All right, I'll be honest with you. I was on the other side of the field just now doing some investigating to try to figure out which player just left. Remember the coach was talking about that?
Right.
Okay, it was number 17, Biamad Miller, the defensive lineman from St. Francis, going to the University of Maryland. So he decided to take himself out of the game. But that side of the field feeling pretty good after so many penalties going that way, too.
All right, we'll be back right after this from the Big 33 game.
If you're working out at a health club, apartment building, medical center, or university, chances are the equipment and gym design came from GymSource. We provide the same high-quality service and support for home gyms. Since 1937, America's top commercial fitness providers have turned to GymSource. Start your search for the right gym equipment with the equipment experts. GymSource.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month. Plus, 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome back to Harrisburg Landis Field, the Big 33 Football Classic. All-star teams from Maryland and Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania, after having led all of the game, has just given up the lead to Maryland. It's 21-17, 9:07 to go in the third quarter. Bruce Cunningham coaches Mark Schmidt and Doug Duval. Joel D. Smith working the sidelines for us tonight. Glad you joined us. Not bad to have a little football in mid-June, huh?
No doubt.
Well, you know, they say life's great lessons are learned on a football field. Let's see what Pennsylvania comes back with here.
From the six.
Jennings.
Faced with adversity.
He's
find
got
out
some
what you're
speed
made
now.
of.
He can go.
Trying to get around a corner. Maryland's got him hemmed in. Nice coverage. And still manages to turn in a very nice return. That's Jeremy Jennings out of Downingtown East.
He's got some jets now.
There's no doubt about that.
And that was great coverage by Maryland, but that kid just hit another gear.
And you know, Mark, if you're outside of Pennsylvania, everybody has heard of the legend of Western Pennsylvania football,
Sure.
but they play pretty well on the east part of the state, too.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we do. And, you know, the last couple state championships have proven that. And, you know, but there's good teams everywhere. I mean, every year there's always those perennial powers, but then every year there's 2 or 3 guys that really just do a great job.
It's in the blood up here.
There he is.
And again, that play they've had so much success with, Sean Thompson.
Now
What they're doing, they're getting that middle linebacker, locking him up.
They ran a little outside play there. Yeah. They worked the inside, then they watch here. That's an outside kick by the guard,
40.
block down, kick out. That's a steady play for Wood. Hey, Sean Thompson is undeclared as far as where he's going to school. I talked to Steve Devlin. He is 100% academic ready, and I'll tell you what, whoever, you know, if any school wants to make a move, I know there's some schools that's been in touch with him, but he has not made his choice yet.
Well, I tell you what, if any recruiters are watching tonight, you should
No
be
doubt
getting in the
about
car
it.
and heading to Harrisburg.
No doubt about it.
Not much to go there. That's going to be maybe a loss of a yard.
Yeah. Tried that trap again, but that linebacker was sitting right up in there. Still got the first down.
Patty did get the first down.
You know, Sean's tough. He gets positive yards every time.
Undeclared this late.
Yes.
Sometimes kids get lost in a shuffle.
Yeah.
They think they're going somewhere. You know, the college tells me you're going here, no question. You're going to go here with us in the last minute. They get dropped.
His backfield partner is Speedy Blackshear, and he's at Rutgers. And he, so you know, they're both very good players, obviously.
There he is again, Jennings.
See how he just sees that?
Going to cross the 35. That's going to be a gain of about 5. You know, you talked about schools dropping off on people. One of the better stories I've heard. Well, let's watch the replay first.
Pulling that guard through. He's just hitting it up in there, rounding it back. See how he stays forward, pads down. Very powerful player.
Russell Wilson is from Richmond, Virginia.
Right.
Virginia Tech was recruiting Russell Wilson and Tyrod Taylor. Tech got Tyrod Taylor. They backed off Russell Wilson.
Well, hey.
You never know, do you?
You never know. You never know.
I'd say NC State is probably happy they did. 2nd and 4 from the 37. Maryland jumping.
Yeah.
Got him.
And pointing at himself is Savion Williams out of Wise. He knows he did it. So that'll be 5 against Maryland, and that'll bring it close to the first down. If not a first down outright.
And when you're 6'5" and 320 going off sides,
I think it's going back.
Can't hide.
Oh, it's going back,
I
yeah.
think it's on the wideout. Yep, the guy at the top.
Well, you know what, coaches? You need to pull Savion Williams aside and say, don't be admitting to anything.
Yeah. Never show you're wrong.
You know,
never raise your hand. Just, me? Can't be me. I love that kid. He's a big brawler, buddy. You ever needed somebody on your back, that's who you have. That kid right there.
I tell you what, he did a lot of winning in high school down there at Wise.
Stretch the field a little bit here.
2nd and 9 from
Maryland
the 32.
is crowding the line big time. Take the shot. There it is.
Downfield.
Ahead, Street.
Beautifully thrown. And he
it.
can't hang on.
He had it.
You can't throw a football much better than that.
That was on the money.
And out of the hands of, for Pennsylvania, Darian Street.
Yeah, what a good throw by Grant. Real nice throw.
Watch this throw again, folks.
Puts it right underneath him.
You can't throw it better than that.
No. It's tough, tight coverage, but where it had to be.
3rd and 9 now from the 32. Pennsylvania trying to stir up some momentum.
Yeah, Addison was excited about him missing that, you know?
Yep.
He was on him.
Well, Pennsylvania has had 2 pretty big drops on long balls here.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's had a lot of adversity, period, this half.
We got to tighten this up.
Well, you know, when you face a receiver like Addison's facing out, you got that kind of quarterback. You got to give him a lot of room.
Good protection that time.
Good protection, really good.
Chasing him out of the pocket. He looks back over. He's got a man wide open at the 35, 40, 45, 50. And he's going to be run out of bounds around a 42-yard line, but a huge completion downfield to Joel Davis.
Great protection by the O-line.
That shows you what kind of quarterback he is.
Brenneman just kept the ball active, and that was nice. I mean, I'll tell you, Davis just sat in there nice and patient.
Brenneman's a cool customer out there.
Yeah. They needed that to stay in the game.
Yeah, see this? The O-line just stays with it. He keeps his eyes downfield. Both these quarterbacks have done a great job of keeping plays going and giving these receivers a chance.
So that's going to bring it all the way to the 42 of Maryland now.
Good stuff.
Pennsylvania behind Brennan.
Trap.
With a drive.
Trap.
There's the trap.
Yep. He ran it out of the shotgun that time.
I'll tell you what, we got a great play right now going by Jamal Badil out of Old Mill.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid saved that play from the outside coming back in. We've got our middle linebacker just getting
It wasn't a quick hitter, but it was still the same play.
No.
And that kid just crashed down underneath it.
That's our second lost helmet of the night if you're scoring at home. I know a lot of you do. Chin strap manufacturers, pay attention.
Yep.
37-yard line now for Pennsylvania, 2nd and 5 as the clock continues to roll here in the second quarter. We're down to the 6:10 mark now.
Maryland's got to tighten it up right here. They got to make a little play. Got to get them linebackers free and running. They're dropping a little too quick.
In and out of the hands. Unable to make the catch there for Pennsylvania was Davis. Over there defending for Maryland, you see him. We've called his name an awful lot tonight. That is Marcus Vincent.
Yeah.
I tell you, that guy's playing really well.
Well, you know.
That's that same out route, and they're sitting on it now. I mean, they're cheating it.
It's getting a little chippy, boys.
Well, I'll tell you what, 33's got a lot of heart just to back up. He's got to get up on top of him. I love that kid.
I'll tell you something about that. Those Milford Mill kids don't scare very easily.
That's right.
They're tough out that way.
That's right. It wouldn't be the first fight.
No. 3rd and 5 from the 30. So that's the way Reggie coaches them up out there.
That is no question, Coach.
There you go, Jennings again.
Wow.
Or Sean Thompson, rather.
What a good run.
And Thompson with the second, third effort gets it across.
This is a Wood deal. Watch this. They hope they replay this, but instead of running the inside trap, watch now. They pull the guard. He now kicks out the end.
Right there, number 9.
That linebacker was cheating on that inside play, and they just bounced it right outside him, and they got 7 yards.
And Thompson got 2 on his own at the end of the carry.
Oh, yeah. They call that the fullback G play, and as opposed to the inside gut trap. That's Archbishop Wood at its best.
So that's a fresh set of downs for Pennsylvania now at the 31-yard line.
They audible that at the line of scrimmage, too, I think, Mark, whether they're going to go short or long.
Probably.
Brennan
took the
down
shot.
The sideline, and he's got him. Touchdown, Pennsylvania. Brennan, 31 yards to Terrence Green, and just like that, Pennsylvania grabs the lead back.
They were sitting on that out route, and Terrence gave him a little stutter. Good job.
You can see that one opening up.
Yeah, they were waiting. Watch, Grant just gave it a minute. He looked at that out route, and that corner was sitting on it.
That guy get behind you when you're that close to the end zone. You make him catch it in front of you.
Brennan was so cool in the pocket. He wasn't tapping the football.
He never looked at Green. He looked at the out route, and then he just threw it to the corner. He made those guys just settle their feet for that second.
When you're in man coverage,
nice
you
stuff.
never let them get behind
That's
you.
good coaching.
So a bit of a sense of relief on the Pennsylvania sideline. They didn't like being behind. There's the extra point. It is up. It is good.
No good.
No good.
No good.
He missed it.
Boy.
So that'll leave the score 23-21, which makes for some interesting coaching decisions, doesn't it?
A little later in this game, it might make it very interesting.
Let's take a look at the touchdown again.
Well, he just blew the coverage. You cannot let that kid get behind you down in there. That's simple.
Brennan never looked at Green until he set the throw.
Yep.
And
that's the timing pattern in the end zone, Coach. That's what you throw.
Beautiful.
Right over Tyson Queen for the touchdown. 23-21, Pennsylvania with a lead. We'll be back with more of the Big 33 right after this.
RAV4 is perfect to get the most out of your adventures. And all these advanced safety features come standard. Now, buy a RAV with 0% APR for 72 months or $2,500 cash back from Toyota. And 2 years of no-cost maintenance is included.
What takes you where you want to be?
RAV4, what drives you? Toyota, let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
At IKEA, we believe that everything you need should be within reach. That anything that matches your taste can match your budget. That green living doesn't have to cost much green. We believe that you should always have room for the little things. And that your dream kitchen should work as hard as you do. Save up to 15% at the IKEA Kitchen event.
Welcome back to Landis Stadium, or Landis Field rather, in Harrisburg. This is the Big 33. Pennsylvania's just come back to take the lead, 23-21. Bruce Cunningham, coaches Doug Duval and Mark Schmidt, Joel D. Smith down on the sidelines. Guys, we got us a ball game here.
It is a great ball game. It's a great night to play.
I thought Pennsylvania did a nice job answering that. That was a frustrating drive on their part. Oh, wow.
Maryland's going to let that go out of bounds.
Carson's not having a good second half here.
Well, it was a good answering drive, Coach, and on top of that, when they had given up the touchdown, they had a very poor defensive drive with a lot of penalties and a lot of things going wrong.
Sure.
So they spring back from that as well.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was the one thing that was needed. Last thing you need now is a short drive and Maryland getting it back, because they drove the length of the field and let the defense get some rest, because Maryland's they're going to start throwing it.
Well, Maryland's got the tools to break it open. They got two quarterbacks can both throw the ball.
Damian Barber, Coach.
Damian Barber's going to Penn State. Defensive end and all-state player, played in the state final, and he played against Archbishop Wood in the state championship. And just a solid player, Mideast MVP player.
There you go.
Just did a real nice
Out
job.
in the flats.
There you go.
We've seen this before.
Pick up
to the
pocket.
45, the 30. Still on his feet, refusing to go down for Maryland.
What a great play.
That is Chad Gleason out of Walkersville, and that might have been the most exciting play we've seen tonight.
I think it was the most exciting, Coach. That's Maryland's got the tools to break it open.
That's a 31-yard gain. Look at the replay.
You got to love that guy, too. Look at 78 out there.
That's
Good
a
job.
nice swing screen. You got to make that tackle, though, at the line of scrimmage.
Folks in Frostburg are going to be happy to have him.
going.
Here you go, downfield.
On the shot.
Frostburg.
Overthrows the intended receiver for Maryland, Tariq Henderson. That was Jabari Laws, but I've noticed, Doug, tonight when Laws is in the game, things are happening.
Jabari makes things happen, you see kids that, like out of Walkersville, they go, well, he's too small. You know what? He doesn't know he's too small.
No.
He plays like he's 6 foot tall. Frostburg got a gift with that child. He'll set all their records up there.
Coach Schmidt, you're coaching an all-star game. You got a quarterback like Maryland does with 3 state championships. How big an advantage is that?
It's huge. I mean, it's absolutely huge. He's familiar with playing in a big game. He looks like he's very composed.
From the 26-yard line, that's Laws at quarterback. He's going to keep it. He's going to go downfield. He's got it. We've got a penalty.
Well, I'll tell you.
Looks like it could be holding on the defense, I think.
Penalties.
They had it covered. They had it covered with the
pulled
tight
him
end
back.
down
Yep.
to shoot.
Yep. Well, I think when you look at a kid like Jabari Laws,
the
defensive holding.
Downfield, no. You had a player downfield, Coach.
Pointing Maryland's way.
Yep.
I'm looking down at it.
I think it was one of those run-pass option kind of plays.
I think it was just somebody outthought themselves as a lineman. It's usually the last kid walking back the line like 72 going, I wasn't me. But Jabari comes from, when you think about coaching every day, DeLon Parrish, great high school coach, with that kid every day, talking about Riggs, talking about being the leader, talking about doing all that stuff. So he's used to it.
3rd and 10 now from the 26-yard line.
The other cool fact is Pennsylvania has 15 players that have played in a state championship game
It's a tough
on this
account.
team.
That's impressive.
So it's
Laws with a handoff.
Both teams know the drill.
Pennsylvania's waiting on that, and that doesn't work out at all from Maryland. That was Chad Gleason.
Here you go for a field goal.
See, I thought the quarterback was going to pull that one, Doug, because
So did
everybody went down inside. I
did
think if
too,
he pulled it, he's hitting his head in the goalpost.
They're spreading it out. They're going for this, guys. Fourth down and 8.
I think with my kid, I'd kick the field goal.
Get down.
In the Toyota red zone.
Hard count. Tried to hard count him.
Yep.
All right.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Good on them. Okay.
And Maryland's going to take a timeout.
All right.
I think they're thinking about it. If I hadn't seen this kid kick a 43-yard field goal to win a game, put him in the state finals, but it's a bold move by Coach Markowitz if he does it. 4:16,
Well, it
third
seems
quarter.
like he has the win, Doug. So
he has the win behind him, and the kid can kick it.
Yeah.
You get
And
the
if he
momentum
makes
back.
it, you got to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's big.
So, Doug, tell me about Marcus Vincent.
Oh, Marcus Vincent's a great player. He played up at Damascus. He started for 3 years. Probably had over I'm going to guess close to 4,000 yards as a running back. Played defense every down his whole time there. I think he may have started as a ninth grader. And he's going to Richmond as a defensive back. He's a real football player.
Richmond, one of the powers in the Colonial Athletic Association, one of the top FCS leagues in the country.
Beautiful school. And they got a football player right there. He's a good student. He's a good kid. Comes from a great program, very well coached. The whole Damascus staff, top to bottom, solid, good men, good coaches. The defensive coach, Bucky Clipper, you saw him in the state finals win that game.
Hey, listen, Doug, they're going to try this.
He'll hit it.
From 41 yards out.
Pennsylvania just don't line up on sides and don't hit the kicker.
Hayden August from 41
if he makes
yards.
It, God bless him. If not, let's go.
Giving the kid a chance to shine in an all-star game.
He moved. Yep. Oh.
Now
they
that
drew him off sides.
That took him out of range.
They drew him off sides.
And dropping his head was Evan Falkman in disgust. He knows, and you can see on Chuck Markowitz's face what just happened.
Well, now what?
We can see if we can see. Yep, right there.
Yep, they drew him off sides.
There, yep.
Drew him off sides. Now
well, look at this.
Now they're going offense.
They lined him back up for a minute for the field goal try.
Yeah.
They can't make a decision. I'd go ahead. I'd let him kick it when it is back.
Well,
you're fourth and 12. Unless you got some kind of trick play. I mean, they're going to.
Right.
Although, the plus is they're in man coverage.
Jabari Laws at quarterback.
Contain this quarterback.
Looking straight downfield.
Oh, boy.
And threw it in between the receivers. That's going to fall incomplete. Pennsylvania takes over on downs. Coach Schmidt, a very nice stand by Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they hung in there. That was important. And they set. Looks like they're hopefully settling down a little bit. That first drive was just, nothing but bonehead plays.
Well, it's one of the things about All-Star. You got a kid out there on the end who's probably not played that position before getting pulled offside. It's almost, we used to go to that silent snap. Nobody had to do anything. Just kid signals for it, snap it back, and kick it. Because I think he'd have made that.
Well, let's see what happens here. See if PA puts another drive, but Maryland's been stout inside, so we'll see how this run game goes.
Yep.
This is a pretty important juncture
this is
of this
very
game
big.
right here.
And Jalen Thompson's in now.
When you look at the score,
he's the speed guy.
And
Watch
when you
out.
see the things that have been happening, this is a pretty big possession right here.
Well, I just don't think you can keep putting Maryland on the field the position they're in right now.
Maryland waiting for that, but again, more work from the hard-working Sean Thompson.
Yeah,
he's your lunch
he's a
bell guy,
workhorse.
Coach.
I'm not surprised, and I know Coach Devlin coached him, so he's going to call his number in there. But they got an extra guy. They're bringing that safety down now because he's reading the tight end.
No
as soon as
shortage.
the tight end blocks, he's coming in there and cleaning it up.
No shortage of lunch pail guys in Pennsylvania. That's what you guys are about up here, right?
Well, don't tell that to some of these guys. They're all about some of these guys like that swag pretty good now.
Yeah, but the tradition here,
no
man,
doubt.
You guys,
Sure.
Hard-working blue collar.
Sure. There's a shot. Hit it.
Brennan downfield. Had the right idea, but slightly overthrew the intended receiver. That was Justice Evans out of Central Catholic in Pittsburgh, one of the legendary high schools in the state of Pennsylvania.
Very much. Justice was open. He just had to I think he kind of gave a little bit of a bad read there on his route. Just break it off. See here. Justice, just break it off now. See how he breaks it late?
Yeah.
Reese is throwing him open.
Yeah.
He just needs to bend that out a little bit. Reese threw it to where he had to.
Oh, number 33, Jaquan Harris needs to bring a game right now.
Yeah.
3rd and about 9.
You know what? We haven't called his name this half.
No, we haven't.
They've done pretty well against him.
That's a nice move there. Look at
Snap
that
and roll out. He's got it all
There's
the
a
way,
catch.
complete down
Good
inside the
catch.
40-yard line to Green. And that's going to be close to a first down, if not a first down outright. First down, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he really had Desmond Holmes on his heels here. But I'll tell you, Desmond rallied a little bit, but great route, good timing. You know, a lot of these routes are, you know, this is a precision part of what, you know, what they do at Archbishop Wood, and they're bringing it here.
So first down, Pennsylvania from their own 40-yard line. You're looking at the score there at the top of your screen, 23-21, Pennsylvania on top.
That corner's a little close on that wide out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be there if I were you.
Nope.
But again, they give it to their workhorse, Sean Thompson. Thompson turns that into a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I just think this after the whistle stuff needs to stop.
Well,
you know,
number 3 right there. That
just all needs to stop. Everybody needs to knock it off.
We'll have to have that talk next year, Coach.
Unfortunately, they're running zone here. Nothing there. Number 40 fills it tough. Boy, I'll tell you, he's tough. Tough middle linebacker. Crepes, he looks like a nose guard, Doug.
Nick Vermillion,
he's a big,
out of
strong
Archbishop
kid.
Spalding.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsors, Toyota, Morgan State University, Under Armour, and Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, for helping bring this telecast to you tonight.
I think he's going to take another shot here at Street. Nope, he's looking there. Got it. Oh, that's holding. Yep.
That was not too hard to see right there. The guilty party is going to be Barry Amos out of Baltimore Polytechnic.
Now, let me tell you something. Terrence Green knows how to run routes. He is well coached. Gabe Infante down there at St. Joe's Prep, they do everything exactly the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's tough. You see a kid like that.
It's hard.
He won't see a kid like this whole career.
I'll tell you, he stacked him, and then the guy just kind of
Went
tried to
right
hang
by.
in there with it. Because if he didn't, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really pretty. Now, again, another nice throw. Reese put it right out there. Both
Really
these
impressed.
quarterbacks have
Yes.
been terrific. I tell you, I'm thrilled for them. Really am. They're showcasing their talents. I'm really happy.
From the 43 of Maryland now, first down, Pennsylvania.
The
Again, they look downfield, and again, they have their man Green.
Playing right up on it. I don't know what he thinks
The
he's
10,
doing.
the 5, and he's going to be
I don't
yanked
know
down.
where that child thinks he's doing that.
Barry Amos yanked him down and saved the touchdown.
You're going to press that wide out. Come on.
Good protection too, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Real
all that.
good.
Look at that.
I'll
It's
tell you
not
what.
the same zip code.
Holmes is having his way at that left with that left
Well,
with
you
that
come
D in
in
there.
press coverage
Yeah,
against that kid.
that's tough.
Well, that's the second big catch that Green has made
No
over
doubt.
Amos, and I got a feeling we're going to be seeing that again real
No
soon.
doubt.
You know what? I just keep throwing it all night. I had
Yeah.
21 points or something.
You
Holy
know.
moly.
Yep.
You got to yank that guy out of there.
This is important for Maryland, Doug. If they get another one, this thing's a 2-touchdown game.
Well, the problem is, hopefully it'll go back run inside and stop throwing the ball in Maryland, but it wouldn't be me.
In the Toyota
Boom.
red zone,
Here
here
it
comes
comes.
Pennsylvania. The pitch
Good cut.
finds his way upfield.
Good job, Jalen.
Does he get in? He does from the 4-yard line. That'll
Jalen
be
Thompson.
Jalen Thompson out of Middletown, and Pennsylvania increases
Nice.
the lead.
They lined up in a wing formation, and they really blocked out and came back under and really sealed that inside cut.
Well,
done.
Maryland's got to come back and really play
Well
now.
done.
They
Watch
put
here.
themselves.
Watch here. See the cutback? Look at the block here. Real nice job. I'll tell you, Baines is having a nice night. He's coming through here real nice. Good block right there by
People taking
78.
themselves
Chris
out of
Lane
position.
for
And
Maryland was broke down, ready to make the tackle, and he just got run over.
Yeah. And hey, look who's leading the way, going out there,
Yep.
leading blocking.
Thompson.
Our boy Sean Thompson, the Thompson brothers.
Thompson twins.
Well
if you
done.
think
There you
back to
go.
the 80s.
There you go.
There's the extra point,
Good.
and that'll make it a 30-21 game.
That's the problem in a game like this. When you come to Pennsylvania, you got to bring corners that can cover. You know what I mean? And you can't come up and press coverage at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think that if they play a matchup with a guy versus their best guy, that maybe they got that guy on Darian Street, which might be the Pitt guy, which is a very good player.
Let's go downstairs to Joel D. Smith.
All right, guys. Well, that touchdown got the people off the bench, but I'll tell you what, attrition could be very interesting coming down the stretch here. Of course, these guys have not been practicing at this level for a long time. They come together for 1 week for this great event, and you wonder how much they'll have left here, how much gas in the fourth quarter. In the first half, no one was sitting on the benches. In the second half, they're almost full until something exciting happens, then they get off. So something to keep an eye on, and especially if you're leaving somebody on an island, they're going to get tired pretty quick too, right?
Right. Joel D. Smith, you're exactly right. Guys, that's a great point that he made. How do you keep these guys from jumping out of their skin here in the second half?
Well, you know, like I said, and Doug said the same thing. There's too many guys in this game that have played in big games. They understand this is a 4-quarter football game, and with these rules, it's a one play. You know, it could be different.
Yeah.
You know, that's all.
Chuck Markowitz continues to steal the show tonight, Doug.
Yeah, he's interesting.
That's an impressive face.
Yeah.
Well,
McGrath,
it's a Maryland ref, Chuck, so you know what? You know,
he loves him
why
too.
don't you let the players play and you not be the
He's
show.
like Weeb Eubank. You know what happens here in this situation, though? It's back and forth. Maryland's got a kid jumped offside, kicked the field goal, be ahead. The game going back and forth, and you just get some corners just playing crazy, getting up close, you get beat. You know, you got to give them room.
Yeah.
Let them catch it underneath of you. You know.
I don't know if Maryland knew a lot about, Terrence Green.
They
quietly put it
isn't
together.
it could be anybody out there, Coach. Pennsylvania's bringing a wide out that can fly.
Well, they do. And
like Rocket Ishmael, that name's familiar.
We talked about that pregame.
Yeah.
Nice kickoff, going to be taken at the 11-yard line.
This is number 8, though. He's down.
Crossing
he's
the 20, the 30.
Dangerous.
And there's a flag behind the play. He's going to be drugged down at about the 34. That was Tyson Queen, but let's see what this flag's about.
I love Maryland's effort.
Got a hold on Maryland.
All right,
coaches, got
Good
to
hustle.
overcome some adversity.
Good hustle.
Got to overcome
Good directional
some adversity.
kick. PA just got to get down there
He's
and break
got nice
right there.
speed. Look at that.
That was the
See,
block.
I think it's
right
straight
there.
ahead hit the Jets.
Quan Amos got blocked in the back there.
Look at 40 out there banging them up.
You're right about that, Coach. Pennsylvania looks a little slow on the coverage.
Yep, they are. They're not. Well, I don't know how many of these guys are on the kickoff team where they are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably not many.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Good shot there of Tyson Queen out of Annapolis High for Maryland.
He's a good kid. He's a good player. Well coached.
Well,
Nick Good-Malloy does a good job with Annapolis. Maryland just needs to settle back, come back, and play now.
There he is playing hurt, Coach.
They got a bunch of Pennsylvania coaches
More
hurt.
coaches
like
hurt than
taped
players.
up.
What
Yeah,
the
they
heck's
got
going on here?
shoulders and
From
feet.
the 14.
Golly.
There's
There
the
you
handoff,
go.
the fake handoff.
See,
takes it up the
great
middle.
tackle.
Nice gain, 5 yards.
Evan Falkman.
The linebacker's got to stay in that gap and read the quarterback. Yeah.
Navy coach Ken Niumatalolo's
Right
got to
here,
be
watch.
saying he can run
Watch
our
right here.
offense.
We whiff right there. That's,
Look at that kid.
That's him. That's Isaacs. He'd made some good plays, but that one wasn't one of them.
That was Saeed Holt on the stop there. Out in the flats, and it's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Hogart.
Hogart again, and that's
play.
going to be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 7. Maryland needs to get moving, Doug.
Yep, you're right about that. I think that, they just got to keep just moving the chains a little bit. Just keep getting that first down if they can. 3rd and 7 is a tough one. 3rd down's a tough game in football, especially when you're on your yard marker sitting on about the 19 or 18, something like that.
3rd and 7 from the 17.
This one's big for both teams, Doug.
Huge.
Yep. Yep.
Out of the shotgun is Falkman.
Evans, a guy can do it.
Okay.
See how Pennsylvania's got that.
Very
play.
nearly picked off by
Good play.
Pennsylvania's
Good
Jeremy
play.
Jennings out of Downingtown East. That could have been very expensive for Maryland
nice.
right there.
Well, I told you how fast he's one of the fastest guys in the state. Came up tough.
Boy, that was close.
Tough.
And I tell you what, Tim Cole for Maryland knows it too.
Well, the thing is, if you drop those corners off, you can always come up much quicker. You run back. You know what I mean? You give them a little room, let them take a chance of throwing you out. But that was a nice pass. It's
Well
just
done.
great coverage.
Hayden August now into punt. He's going to field the punt at about his 3-yard line. Not a lot of margin for error here.
He needs to rip one.
And a rugby style, and it's going to bounce. It's going to be taken inside Maryland.
That could be a
It's gonna
break.
bounce.
What a break. What a break.
Boy.
Good job. I'll tell you what, that was first class.
Yeah.
And that's going to be down at the 38-yard line. Very well executed.
Terrence
right there.
Green thought about it, but it took a real sideways hop there. So, he's smart. Didn't try to give Maryland anything to get excited about.
We talked earlier about special teams in the game. You look at the real estate exchange right there. Huge. Being able to rugby kick out of that situation.
So Pennsylvania now with a 9-point lead, and they take over possession. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah. I thought you thought about it, but you know what? Smart.
Yeah. You don't. In a game like
still
this,
got the ball in the 38.
Yeah.
2-score lead. You're in good shape if you're Pennsylvania.
I think Maryland's going to make something happen here. I think the big boys are. I think 33 is going to make something happen here.
Back
coming
at
off
quarterback,
the ball.
and Jalen Thompson now is at running back.
Now they backed those corners off and replaced a couple of them. That's a good move.
Did.
Maryland's defense jumps up and stops that immediately. That is Jalen Thompson.
Yes.
Thompson's going to pick up 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
He made a real good read, but the backside defensive end just squeezed it.
Pennsylvania continues to work that middle effectively.
They do.
I've been but you know what? That front four on Maryland, they've done a great job all night long. Pennsylvania had to beat them at the linebacker. Sort of, getting blocked by the down lineman, getting upfield to get that S-trap in there, a little bit of that lead.
All right, time running out here in the third quarter. I think Pennsylvania is, are they going to snap it or not? They may just let the clock run down. There's a snap.
Hit it.
Looking downfield.
Go route.
Got him.
There it is.
Inside the 40-yard line. That's complete.
Darian Street.
Big gainer, and that's going to be a first down deep inside Maryland territory.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's just a simple outside go route. He threw it on the outside shoulder. Street's got that 6'2" reach. Timed it perfect.
Armani Addison out of Mervo, the defender on that play.
The cool play about that was Darian didn't get his hands up until the end. He didn't let that D-back see him make that play, and he's well coached. Went up high and made that nice catch. Brenneman's playing great too.
He sure is from the 35-yard line. First down.
Yep, fullback belly.
There's the give, fullback. And Maryland's all over that.
I tell you, I love Maryland inside. They got a ways to go outside.
But I think they got to attack the weak side one time. They're overplaying this tight end side, which, Mike's setting it up maybe. I don't know. But out of that formation, you think we'd hit a weak
At the
side
end
play.
of the third quarter, Pennsylvania leading Maryland 30-21 in the Big 33. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month, plus 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
You get hurt in a car wreck, you call an insurance company to make a claim.
Did they put you on hold? Upsetting, isn't it? Hang up the phone.
And call the heavy hitters.
We're attorneys Gilman and Bedigian, and we'll tell them,
pay what you should, now.
You could deserve money for medical bills, lost wages, and more money for pain and suffering.
Don't let them put you on hold.
Call us, and we'll get things moving again.
The heavy hitters are the ones for you. 1-800-LAW-6162.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
There's the Sutcliffe auto football toss. You're supposed to put one through there, and that guy right there didn't do so well. Oh, wait a minute. Did that one go? All right, let's go down to Joel D. Smith on the sideline. Joel D.
Hey, guys, Grant Brenneman having a fantastic game, and a guy who's known him for a real long time here right now, Adam Brenneman. He himself selected the Big 33, didn't go because he started his college career early. Now he's a tight end doing really well for Massachusetts. What do you feel like when you're watching your little brother out there?
It's awesome. He's been such a good athlete during his 4 years at Cedar Cliff, and to see his high school career get capped off at the Big 33 game is a really good feeling.
So we were just saying off camera a second ago, he's a great player to begin with, but if he had a little more height, what do you think?
Yeah. If he would have had 2 more inches, he would have been a national recruit. But I keep telling Grant, I might have got the height, but he got the better looks. He got the athleticism, and he got the smart. So, but he's doing really well. I mean, for being, a 6-foot quarterback, he's unbelievable in the pocket, and he's such a good player. Colgate's getting a really good one.
You've watched him for a long time. How nervous are you still watching him in a game like this?
I always get nervous watching him play. I don't know what it is. It's I guess I know how my mom and dad feel now when they're in the stands, but I always get nervous. But I mean, he never lets me down, and he's always watching him play during his high school career has been really rewarding.
He's running now. There he goes. Uh-oh. And he can take a hit. He held onto the ball.
He's tough. He's a tough one. He's taken a lot of hits during his career, but and they're hitting for an all-star game. They're hitting hard today. I'll tell you.
They really are. Hey, this guy might have a big future ahead as well. Looking good as a tight end recruit in the future. So, hey, congratulations to you, and thanks for joining us. All right.
All right, Joel D., there's the replay, and that was Gregory Benton Jr. out of Long Reach High in Howard County, Maryland, combining with Harris. And, boy, he's going to remember that one for a while, Doug.
Great hustle by those two guys. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's no backup in Maryland. I mean, their defense has been really good. What got them is corner coverage. So, but up front, linebacker, down lineman, them kids are playing wide open football.
Maryland needs a stop and a score. Otherwise, they're in deep trouble.
I think it'll happen. You got some players in there. So
holding on Maryland.
Okay. We played it down.
Yep.
Wow.
Not a popular call with the crowd.
Tell you what, Brenneman tried to keep that play as live as much. He took one for the team there because no one was open, and he tried to keep that play open as long as he could. And he knew he had to eat it.
One of the things that makes Ben Roethlisberger as special as he is the ability to do what we're seeing Brenneman do: extend plays, make things happen downfield. I see an awful lot of similarity there.
You're exactly right. Both those guys are doing that.
Yeah.
They really are. And both of them have been smart with the football. We've had one strip for a fumble, but other than that, they haven't thrown it when they shouldn't. They've taken the shot.
I don't get that call. I mean,
well, let's see what we got. A hold against Maryland.
I don't know either.
That'll bring up third down.
Was that from a downfield?
How often do you see that play called, especially in an all-star game?
Yeah,
I don't know where to come up with that stuff sometimes.
Coach, can't be home cooking. We're winning.
Oh, no, it's not home cooking. It's just buffoonery. Holy moly.
I hear you. Another chance. See what happens.
3rd and 7 now from the 32.
Timeout, PA.
Pennsylvania with a 9-point lead.
This is a big play, Coach. I know we set it down there on the other side.
True.
This is a biggie right here. Yeah. That last play was a great stop. And again, here's Maryland giving PA another chance. Just like in the opening drive, PA giving Maryland another chance.
Right.
That's when that's when good players, you give another kid a chance, it happens.
Yeah.
While we wait for them to take the field, we want to send out greetings to everyone on our network tonight in Harrisburg, WLYH, in Baltimore, WNUV, in Pittsburgh, WPNT, Wilkes-Barre, WQMY, and MeTV in Johnstown, Altoona. Welcome to all of you for being with us tonight.
Yeah, the defense.
Coach Schmidt wants Philadelphia.
I need Philadelphia here.
Yeah.
We got 12 guys in this game from the Philadelphia area.
We'll get cracking on that, Coach.
I'll tell you, they'll love it. I'm telling you, they'll love it. That's a screen.
And
they played
incomplete.
it well. Wow, they played that well.
Almost held it long enough.
They played that well.
That was intended for Sean Thompson, who's done everything. You see Vermillion there, the linebacker.
Yeah. They played that well. Boy, I'll tell you.
Really good player according to Towson.
Good hustle. Fit both those two rascals. I'll tell you.
Vermillion looks like a guard on most teams. I mean, he's the quintessential middle linebacker to Mike.
Okay.
4th and 7 for Pennsylvania.
We're kicking it. Okay.
And they're going to try one
40.
from 44 yards.
49.
49, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Maryland needs to drop a guy back.
Okay, Carson.
49 yards.
You got to drop a guy back, Maryland.
Out of mouse. It's up. And it's not going to be enough.
Okay.
So 49-yard attempt fails with 10:17 left in the fourth quarter. Pennsylvania.
Same as a punt.
Clings to the
Put the ball on the
30-21
20.
lead.
Yep. I thought that was a wise move.
My man Carson just tried to kick it too hard.
Yeah.
I think he tried to just instead of just letting his leg. He's got a great leg.
Wait, when you saw him kick that one in the end zone last time, out of the end zone.
Stroked it. Okay, big drive here. Got to give these three linebackers props. Terry, Roberts, and Isaacs, and Forrest Ryan going to Villanova. There's 2 Delaware guys, 2 Villanova guys, 2 Pitt guys, 3 Penn State, 3 Temple. I think we've got 10 schools represented for the BCS for PA and 7 for the FCS.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's great.
Toyota, legendary safety and reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places. Thanks to Toyota and all our sponsors tonight. Morgan State University, Under Armour, Dauphin County, PA.
Well, this kid.
Got Jabari Laws in, got a little trip formation. He might just drop in and read and run.
Laws going to tuck this in. He's going around the right side.
There
And
he
he's got room. 35-40. Going to be knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line. We've seen Jabari Laws do that before.
Coach, you're not a 3-time state champion because that kid can't advance to the
Coach,
field.
I don't know why he's not running more. He's just quarterback sweeping an extra guy.
Well, trips covered. What they got to do? They got to bring 3 of them. So all of a sudden you're 1 man up on the back.
Got to give Isaacs credit again. He ran him down. That kid's making some tackles.
From the 45, first down for Maryland.
Jabari's looking at it now, got the motion, got the inside read.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good tackle.
Real good
that was
tackle.
A great
good
play.
tackle. Cavato, Dominic Cavato, and Isaacs.
Yep. Jerry Roberts also in on the play there for Pennsylvania. Gleason on the carry. Gleason with a touchdown earlier in the game.
Hickerson Rooks, this field end is very fast. They run this way with that quarterback. That's a good matchup.
So Maryland 2nd and 9 now from the 46.
He's fast, this guy down here at the bottom.
Laws.
Good
Pennsylvania
play.
all over that. It was incomplete.
Good play.
But coming up for Pennsylvania and smothering that play was Jaquan Amos.
Northeast
out of
High School.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Would have been a place for a little double pass or
Yeah,
something.
you know,
with
I
Walls
thought
in
that's
there.
what they were trying to
That's
do.
what I thought. That's what I thought they would do.
Jaquan's also going to Villanova. He and Forrest Ryan going to play for new coach Ferrante.
Where's he from?
He's from Philadelphia, Northeast High.
Was he?
Yeah, big, tall guy.
Villanova.
Very intelligent.
Villanova, another CAA school. That's a great FCS
That's an
conference.
incredible league.
It really is.
Week in and week out. There's no days off in that league.
No, sir. A lot of national champions
Sure.
have come out of there. James Madison won one. Richmond won one.
Yep.
There's Laws looking for a place to go, nowhere to go.
Wow.
Ran into his own offensive lineman. He's going to turn that into about a 1-yard gain, but that's going to be well short of the first down.
That was a good job by the D-line, just getting pushed and keeping him in the pocket. Allowed the linebacker that's spying him to come up and close that off and make a play. I think that was Roberts. Here we go. Good protection here.
Locked up, 1 man
Coming
down.
inside.
Lost
Dugan.
Just couldn't get around his lineman.
Roberts fills. Good play.
All right, they're going for it here. 4th and 7.
Oh boy.
48-yard line, their own 48.
I think they got to go vertical. Yeah.
Here's Laws looking downfield.
out.
Lets it fly. He's got a receiver.
Oh,
what a great battle right there between
Ricky Goodson.
That's a Ricky Goodson, and
Ricky
for Maryland, the
Andreas
receiver was
Price.
Andreas Price.
Yeah, to Franklin.
Watch the replay and watch these two athletes fight for this football.
I'll tell you. What good closing speed. Ricky doesn't give up. He closes.
Watch this angle.
Well done, Ricky.
Nicely
Inside
done.
hand.
Another-
Very nice play.
Really nice.
That's playing some football right
Great
there,
play
guys.
by both of them.
Again, he's a corner for St. Joe's Prep. He spends all week covering Terrence Green. That's what that's practice for those guys. So they're not coming out here, afraid of anything. They get it. Really good play.
All right, the score 30-21, Pennsylvania leading Maryland. We got 8:43 to play. We'll be back right after this from the.
If you're working out at a health club, apartment building, medical center, or university, chances are the equipment and gym design came from GymSource. We provide the same high-quality service and support for home gyms. Since 1937, America's top commercial fitness providers have turned to GymSource. Start your search for the right gym equipment with the equipment experts. GymSource.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, over 90% of all Tundras sold over the last 15 years are still on the road. And Tundra Crewmax was also named a best overall value for 2017. Now get a Crewmax with $1,250 cash back from Toyota. Plus 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
We're back from Landis Field in Harrisburg, the Big 33 All-Star Game. Pennsylvania leading Maryland 30-21. Let's go downstairs to Joel D. Smith.
This guy right here, one of the honorary chairmen. We're talking about Bob Watson Sr. What year was your year again?
1960.
We've seen a lot of other VIPs and alums coming back. Not that many from that group, huh?
I played in the third ever game.
Who was it against that year?
The National All-Stars.
Right, so Pennsylvania versus the nation.
And we ended 0-0. we went up and down the field at halftime at Hershey Stadium. A thunderstorm came over. Of course, there was no turf.
Right.
And it was a quagmire. And both teams up and down. Nobody could punch it in. And it ended, but we kept them from scoring.
That's a shutout.
We played the National All-Stars 3 years.
Yeah.
And 6-0. I think it was 16-0 and 0-0. They never scored on us in 3 years.
Pennsylvania versus the nation. And then your son ended up playing as well.
And my son played in that's when they went back to East to West. And he played in that game and then went down, had a nice career at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, the first father-son team to ever play, tandem to ever play in the Big 33.
Yeah, I was from Stilton, and of course, I coached at Hershey for 35 years. And that's why the voice is like it is. People say, I said, no, too many years of yelling at kids and referees and everybody else. I loved it. I mean, I enjoyed coaching and teaching. I played at Tennessee. Went against my claim to fame. I went against Joe Namath at Alabama. Down in Tuscaloosa the year they were national champs.
Well, you're a legend, and we're glad to have you back. I'm calling it anyway. You are. Hey, enjoy yourself the rest of the way. Don't yell too much more.
No, I'm cool. Last thing, this game has come a long way.
It's looking great. Hey, we got to get back to the action, all right? Thanks a lot.
Good talk.
Great to see you. Guys, we'll send it back upstairs.
All right, Joel D., thanks very much. That's an old dog down there. That's an old warrior right there.
Yeah.
If he played for Pennsylvania in 1960, he had some pretty good talent around him.
A little bit, huh?
A
little bit. Yeah.
All right, just to sum up, Pennsylvania's got the football, and they were able to gain a few yards, but then a penalty came up, and right now we're looking at 3rd and 13 from the 49, their own 49.
7:05 left in the game, Bruce. There's enough time. Maryland can stop here and make a punt. They got a chance to run that or pick one off.
A very big
They
down
got to
right
throw
here.
the ball. They got to look out for
Terrence
screens.
Green down here all by himself.
Yep. They better back at corner
Terrence
off.
Green. Boom.
Looking downfield. Lets
There
it
it
fly.
is.
He's got his man.
Throw.
And complete to 10, the 5. Touchdown,
Darian Street.
Pennsylvania.
Darian Street, coach.
49
Darian
yards.
Street.
Darian Street out of Liberty High, going to play at the University of Pittsburgh. And right there, he may have put this one out of reach for Maryland.
Again, that's Udinski. It's his turn to play, and he made the most of it. They had the design sprint out protection, and that guy was coming. He turns that shoulder and just shot it down. What a good throw. What a good throw.
And the defender on the play, Joshua Turner out of Franklin High in Reisterstown, Maryland. I tell you what, I continue to be impressed by the play of all of these Pennsylvania quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're both playing. Whenever it's their turn, they're doing great. I mean, to go into a game like this, and so far, I'm not jinxing them by saying, about ball security, but they've done a real nice job.
Carson Landis for the extra point.
Ooh, botch snap. Good
Snap
hold
not
by Grant.
But he converts
Good hold
it.
by Grant.
And the score, Pennsylvania 37, Maryland 21, 6:43 left in the game. Doug, Maryland's got to get off the deck here in a hurry.
They got to start playing with some cornerbacks. You'd be better off putting some linemen out there. Holy moly. I mean,
Coach.
you look at their coverage right there. You're not in the same zip code. You look at Pennsylvania's coverage here on the sideline. That's the way you play defense. That's a problem. The inside guys, you got 9 guys out there killing themselves and playing great football.
Well, Coach, I've known you a long time. And, I love you. You're not one to mince words. That's awesome, brother. I'm with you. And that's where we said before the game, the matchup up front's been a war. Both sides have been just going toe to toe, throwing body shots. But the whole other matchup outside's a whole new animal, because it doesn't matter if it's 2 minute, the rules don't change. And these guys are covering go routes all day long. That's stamina too. I mean, you got to have guys rotate, and have enough guys on the roster, and you get that kind of a problem. And guy gets tired, he gets beat by these guys. Street and Green are legit.
You can see it in Chuck Markowitz's face. They had the lead, and boy, nothing good has happened much for Maryland this
Well,
half.
you see Vermillion, those guys in there playing. I mean, that rascal has played his heart out,
He's
Just played
sweating
tough.
through everything, that guy.
Out of Archbishop Spalding High School.
He's a linebacker.
Yeah.
God. He looks like he's an offensive guard.
Right. I think Townsend may lean him out a little bit, but he's a tough kid. You ought to see him in the weight room. I think
bet.
bench is like 420.
Here's the kickoff, and it's going to bounce. Going to be taken
good
at
hop.
the 20-yard line on a dead run.
Good tackle.
Good coverage there for Pennsylvania.
That's
making
Saeed
the play.
Holt.
Saeed Holt.
Good tackle.
And so Maryland
That's
will go
good.
to work deep inside its own territory.
I want Maryland to reach back and play football here, not lay down and get up and go, They can play. They got some offensive guys.
I told you after that play there at the end of the first half, when that coverage got blown by and Saeed was the guy, the culprit, I knew he'd keep fighting, and that's a big play right there. That's good coverage, and 70 yards is fine.
So from the 30-yard line, here comes Maryland. Jabari Laws back in at quarterback. Laws looks straight downfield, has a man in the flats out at the 35-yard line. That's going to be complete to Tim Cole.
Jeremy Jennings comes running up. If they want to throw hitches, that's fine. Just keep that. Don't let them run that hitch and go.
That was my next quote, Coach.
Keep that cushion, but make sure that ball's gone and commit to the play.
2nd and 4 from the 36-yard line.
Good work.
Getting great blocking up front.
Yeah, that's that same play they ran last time.
Yep.
I'll tell you, that running back is tough. He's going
might
with
have
Frostberg.
Might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll play soon, that guy. He's a really good player. Good. But again, it was, they got him this time. Number 9 comes down the line of scrimmage. That's big. Really big stuff right there. That was good stuff by Shane Hogart, another Delaware guy. Went right down the line on those screen plays. That's what you do. Don't chase the ball.
3rd and 4 from the 36. And a handoff, and he's got some room, and he picked up the first down for Maryland. That again, we called his name a lot tonight. That's Chad Gleason.
He and Thompson are a lot alike between the tackles. They just read it, and they just keep their shoulders square, and they get positive yards.
Well, Maryland's got those big boys inside. Darisaw
No doubt.
made that block,
boy.
300
Oh,
pounds.
boy.
Just keep beating on
Penalty.
Pennsylvania right now.
Penalty.
Just keep beating on
Penalty.
There's a penalty flag,
Crap.
and overthrows the receiver. Penalty flag in the vicinity of the line of scrimmage. He's pointing Pennsylvania's way.
Yep. Just big man didn't get off the field fast enough. He tried. That's a late substitution for a 300-pounder now from the far hash. You're asking a lot in the fourth quarter now. Hey, Doug, I don't know about that one. These guys aren't track guys now.
No, sir.
As coaches, when you got a big guy like that, clearly trying to get off the field, would you wish for a little room there from the referees on that call?
You know what? You can't. You know what? You can't. It's a rule, and you got to enforce it. And then because Maryland's behind, that's free money for Maryland. So you got to sub that quicker. You got to realize he's got to run too far.
You got to build in time. Bruce, just like asking lovely Wendy to get ready to go to a party.
Damian Barber with a great rush.
And he completes the pass downfield.
Yeah. He really hit your quarterback there.
Yeah.
Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about a yard. Yeah. And that was complete to Tim Cole.
Watch this. Good inside move here. Bang.
That guy came off that back
blind side.
Hit
him right in the back. Good coverage, though. Nice work again by Ricky Goodson. Well done.
So Maryland now 2nd and 4 from the 48. Inside 5 minutes to play in this game. Jabari Laws going downfield to his big tight end, and it's intercepted at the 20-yard line. They're heading the other way.
Jeremy Jennings.
Oh,
that's not a clip. That is not a clip. Oh, my.
They're going to drop him at the 45, but there is a flag downfield and a clip and some potential taunting going on down here.
Stop. Knock it off, Dominic. Knock it off. I need to see that one again, Coach Doug.
Yeah, that was a clip, Coach.
Really?
Great play.
Great play by Jennings. Good press, really good position.
Great coverage.
Right.
There.
Really? Ooh, Coach. You think? I mean, I know they called it, but okay. Gummit.
That play was a little bit of effort, Coach, trying to get it.
Yeah.
No, they picked the flag up.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Good eyes on both of your parts.
Yep.
That's why you like to have veteran coaching eyes up in the booth.
Here we go again. Really good position by Jennings. He gets that ball its highest point right. It's like he got him in the shoulder. I don't know. Either way. And now they're going to see. The problem is, here's the problem. They threw a flag because one of our players got after the play. There's no need for that. No need. Got the ball at the 42. Come on, guys.
4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Stick around, everybody. We're not through at the Big 33.
In times of chaos and deceit, the world needs a superhero. Get ready for Six Flags' new Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, soaring through the clouds in 24 stories. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, only at Six Flags.
Toyota trucks are known for dependability and value. In fact, Tacoma has the highest resale value of not just any pickup, but of all vehicles, according to Kelley Blue Book. And with the best availability in years, now's the time to pick the one that works best for you, with all the features you want. You can lease an SR5 right now for as little as $299 a month. Plus, 2 years of no-cost maintenance comes standard. Legendary Toyota reliability. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Don't miss your last chance to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of Six Flags passes with a free parking pass. Hurry, price goes up and free parking ends June 18th. Go big. Go Six Flags America.
That's what you're playing for tonight. There's your championship trophy in the Big 33 and various MVP trophies. Pennsylvania now with a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line, and they're looking to put this game away with 4:28 to play. They're going to keep it in the air. Going to get to Green, and Green is gone. That's going to be 72 yards for the touchdown. And I think it's unofficial, but can we go ahead and make Green our MVP at this point?
I tell you what, you also got to look at both these two guys that are getting all these guys the ball.
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks have played at an MVP level also. Terrence Green, just real nice.
Run right
Sits
by
in there. He gets clocked.
Run right
but
by
what a
him.
nice throw. Puts it right out there. And Terrence Green just runs through the ball. He doesn't try to struggle. He just keeps running. Bang, puts those hands up. See you later.
Doug, the one thing we've seen in the second half here is that Maryland's cornerbacks could not compete with this Pennsylvania deep game.
You're exactly right. Good, Bruce. Good observation.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard to see.
No, sir.
But that's a difference in this game right now.
It's a huge difference in the game. You take it away, take coverage away, and it's one of the kids. Those kids don't see that kind of speed.
Extra point is up and good, and that makes it 44-21. And from this point on, Pennsylvania is going to cruise, and they're going to go to victory, barring a major, major miracle.
When I had lunch with the coaches from Pennsylvania yesterday, I said, who are some of who are really the pleasant surprises? And they said, well, we thought Street was really a good player coming in as highlight film, but the guy every day who just kept working was Terrence Green. And both quarterbacks were working on their timing. I think both tackles have tightened up their protection for the second half. I think these quarterbacks have had to create a little bit, but not near as much as the first half. And I think that the offense settled down a little bit, and a little bit of Sean Thompson and Jalen Thompson running the ball to keep them off balance, and kind of things went Pennsylvania's way.
If we have somebody in the audience that happens to be a fan or an alumni of Monmouth University, you've got a great player coming your way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And he's a great kid. He's a terrific young man.
Well, Monmouth's come down and signed some really, really good players out of both Maryland and Pennsylvania. Reggie White, the coach next year, will be right in there. Delani Carter, great kid, he'll be a great leader too, not just on the football field, but also in the armed services.
You think Army likes to come down in Navy's backyard and snatch those players away?
Oh, that tickles them.
That
really tickles them.
I'll tell you.
And
keep them bounds.
They're going to let that go out of bounds, and that'll be a break for Maryland.
The only thing I hope right now is, Maryland's getting the ball, and if they score, I guess they get it again, Doug, based on the two touchdown rule.
They do.
I just want to see things end. Nobody. Doesn't seem like anybody's, gotten hurt.
It's all been good,
just keep everything straight, Nothing silly. Both teams play hard. Let's go. Finish this game. Make it work.
Well, yep. I just hope Pennsylvania hadn't figured out how to throw it as wideouts. We'd have made it a football game.
Well, I was waiting for some deep balls. We talked about that at halftime downstairs, didn't we, Doug? And
there was nothing I could say before the game. You don't want to say, I just hope in this game.
Yeah. Well, I'm just so happy for both these quarterbacks.
They played hard, yeah.
They are good. They are
You've
good,
seen
solid
all four
guys.
of them. You can't, as good as Pennsylvania's quarter. See that kid on the sideline right now? That kid's a brawler, buddy. He's going to be somebody looking for a football player. He's going down to Fork Union. That's the guy
Mark
right
Shetletsky.
there. Yeah, he's as tough as they come.
He is a big unit, that guy.
Yeah.
Urbana High in the Frederick area. Very, very good program.
Really good.
Look at this. Look at this kid.
Straight up the middle. We've seen this a lot tonight.
Ain't no quitting that kid.
That's Evan Faulkman. And as we were making the point earlier, he's going to Navy. They run that triple offense, and he looks like he can run that triple offense, Doug.
Oh, he
the
can,
triple
no
option,
question.
rather.
Well, the beauty is they got two spawning kids. They got, the Zach there already who started at the end of the year after the injuries, and you got this kid behind him. Navy's got 4 years of great quarterback in front of them.
And it's good to see the military academies becoming relevant again, in college football. They had a long down period. There was talk maybe they go down to FCS, but no, they decided to stay, and now they're competitive again.
Well, it's really quite up.
Really nice play for Pennsylvania.
That was a real nice play by Barber, and finishing up there was Forrest Ryan from Waynesboro High School. And Barber does a real nice job of just squeezing this. He reads the play, and he takes the quarterback. Ryan comes through and cleans it from the inside. That's well done. And then you had Isaacs on the running back.
Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 3rd and 6 now from the 44. Maryland desperate to make something happen. It's complete downfield. Ooh. He broke away.
Yes,
across the 50, the 40. He's going to go.
Beautiful.
56
Absolutely
yards
beautiful.
For the touchdown
Good
as
job.
Maryland stays alive. Andreas Price out of Franklin High in Reisterstown and Maryland with a big home run.
That's beautiful to see them battle their way back and not give up. You know, a lot of people get in that situation, you just fold the tent.
I think we have to tell the audience now the other part of this rule, well, after the replay. Go ahead. You got to make that tackle.
Look at that effort there. Look at that effort.
Tackle.
He beat 2 defenders there. You got to give him credit.
Maryland will get the ball back.
Right.
Because they are still they're still behind by more than 2 touchdowns.
That's a special rule for this game, right?
Special rule for this game to keep this game competitive. They don't want to keep it a runaway. Maryland will get this ball back, and now all of a sudden the PA coaches are, instead of hugging each other, they got to get everybody settled
now,
down.
Mark, under this rule, there won't be a kickoff, right? They'll just take
possession?
possession?
I think they have to
kick it off.
I think they have to kick off. I think Pennsylvania has to kick off. They're thinking about going for 2, aren't they, Doug?
Yeah, Maryland wants a timeout. They want to talk it over.
They should go for 2. Yep.
Yeah.
So 2:56 to go.
That was a play that just should not have happened. But hey,
it was
give
great
Maryland
effort
credit.
by the receiver.
Give Maryland credit.
Yeah,
great catch. It's a good throw to the flat.
Yep.
That's that same play that Pennsylvania was winning.
Exactly.
Joel D. Smith, that looks like that looks like a loose and happy sideline down there on the Pennsylvania side.
Yep.
Okay, here's all the scoring plays we've seen in the game. Early on, Maryland really making this a contest, but then Pennsylvania started doing that right there, exploiting the Maryland corners.
Terrence Green and Darian Street.
That's how we've gotten to where we are. Joel D., I don't know if you can hear me down there, but it seems like a pretty festive Pennsylvania sideline right about now.
Let's see if you can hear me now. There we go. Yeah, it seems like these guys have been working on their celebration moves all week long, and they're finally able to take them out. In particular, Saeed Holt, I interviewed him earlier this week. He does backflips and gymnastics things. I asked him why and how. And he says when he was a kid, his twin sister took gymnastics, so he jumped in for a few.
Wow.
Learned how to do that. Now it's part of his celebration as well. Wasn't sure if he'd be able to do it halfway through the game. He is the one who gave up that long touchdown at the end of the first half, but he's been able to come back all smiles, and you might see a backflip from him at the end of this thing, too.
Pretty good night for Pennsylvania, huh?
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks, Joel D.
But they just got to they've got to keep their mind on their business. These guys, this is a rule they're not familiar with. They need to stay on. Hopefully this thing is the rules haven't changed, have they, Doug?
Nope.
Maryland does get the ball back.
Maryland does get the ball back.
Yeah, so
I can't help Coach go back to that one jump off sides where a kid hit that field goal and been up by 1. It's a whole. The game still. I mean, at this point in time. But I mean, when you look at Maryland competing against Pennsylvania, it all came down to some very small things that happened, mismatches that killed us. I mean, the rest of it was impressive. There's this kid's impressive right now. Getting in that end zone.
Did not get in.
Did not make it. What a great
big
tackle.
play for Pennsylvania. Getting over there in a hurry was Jaquan Amos. And he had some help. Also in on the play was Jeremy Jennings over there.
Yep. And
Real
Forrest
nice
Ryan
stand.
cleaned it up. Here we go. Quarterback sweep to the right. Good work
Great
here.
block by 25. Just
Great
didn't get
tackle
to
by Amos.
Yeah.
Holt cleaned it up. Nice work. Really well done.
When you're seeing that many colors of the same shirt, something's going right. So as we've been telling you, under the rules set up for the Big 33, Maryland still 2 touchdowns down. They will take possession back. So Pennsylvania's defense coach has got to be feeling kind of tired right now.
Yeah.
And right now you go into the well of pride, right?
Absolutely. And look, Maryland and Pennsylvania coaches didn't explain this rule because they're not going to tell anybody if we're behind, we got to get it again. So all of a sudden they're telling them here in the fourth quarter of this game, and they're like going, huh?
Right.
So, really, it's one, right, Doug? I mean, it's like we're doing what?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Actually, it was 2-3 years ago that it reversed for Pennsylvania.
I guess this rule's.
Okay, so the rule doesn't apply.
Wow.
Pennsylvania's lining up for the kickoff.
I don't know when they dropped that rule, Coach Mark.
Neither
of course, I was away from it for a little bit.
I'm trying to find a white hat to see what he thinks.
Well, the official probably doesn't know the rule.
Well, I'm sure somebody's telling him. Okay. Well, they're going onside kick, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Maryland's going to boom this one at all. So teeing it up for Maryland, we've seen a lot of him tonight, Hayden August, out of Quince Orchard in the D.C. suburbs. And just judging the way they're bunched up, he's probably going to try to kick it to his right.
Okay. Well, Doug, back when we coached, that rule was there. So.
Yeah, and I think it's a good rule. I don't know why we took it out. There's been
He
some
did
change
boom it.
Oh, boy.
into the end zone.
Oh, gosh.
You better-
Oh, no.
It's going to be picked up
Where
at
you
the 3, across the 20, and goes down very quickly. That was an odd-looking play right there, Jalen Thompson.
He thought it was going in the end zone.
And Pennsylvania has made its hay tonight throwing the ball. I don't know they're going to be throwing it a whole lot more from this point, huh?
You wouldn't think.
Looks like a too tight set coming.
Run the ball, let the clock run.
Well, I apologize for telling everybody about that rule, but that would have made the game interesting.
It would have.
Well, I think that coaching and rushing the place kicker, rules have got to go back.
There's no doubt about that. Yep, sure.
Here you see Chuck Markowitz. He had the lead in this game.
Well, Chuck's done a good job, He realized on the sideline now, all you can do is all you can do. And hey, I'll tell you what, Maryland played. They really played. They just got caught in a situation where they didn't have the horsepower they needed out on the perimeter.
Yeah, double tight, 22 personnel here.
Yeah.
It looks like the old power eye, doesn't it?
That's the old Pennsylvania football eye, double tight.
Coming at him, boom.
And they give to the up man, and it doesn't matter. He's just trying to keep the clock running. That's Sean Thompson. He's toted the ball an awful lot tonight.
What a good player.
Well, what do we think? I think, was I premature in giving Green the MVP? Which way are you guys going?
He would be my choice.
Or are you leaning quarterbacks, Mark?
Well, I'll tell you,
somebody's got to get him.
How about give 3 of them? Okay?
Did he cut it in 3?
The problem is, how can you pick one quarterback over the other? They're
you
both
can't.
really
no,
good.
both of them made great plays.
And they threw it to Green, so Green gets it.
Green's the compromise guy, right?
And then and then you got Darian making that nice catch down the sideline. I mean, both those guys were just terrific.
Yeah.
And again, they're keeping it on the ground.
This could get ugly here in a minute.
Maryland crediting for a really nice play late in the game. Jonathan Kingsley out of St. Francis.
He's really played the whole game. Played his heart out.
That's a big old loss right there. That's going to bring up 3rd and forever. 3rd and about 19.
Yeah.
Take another look at it. Just watch him get back there in a hurry.
Everybody knows it's that running that play. You just got to cut this guy off. And 40 makes the play, turning it back, and then this big rascal just makes the tackle.
40 for Maryland, of course, Nick Vermillion.
Yeah, you got 40 and 9. I mean, you
You've been
want
calling
to
their
play
number
a
a lot.
Yeah. Towson getting a good player.
Tough guys.
Syracuse getting a good player. There's some good players on the team, no question.
Maryland players on the sideline there. They look disappointed, but their heads are up. Nobody's ashamed. Minute 20 seconds to go in this ball
He
game.
might take a shot here. Oh,
Nope. Pennsylvania just goes into the line and gets absolutely Coming up and making the play for Maryland was Vinny Schaefer.
At this point in time, you punt the ball away. You play football, you go on with it.
Tim Cole very dejected there on the Maryland sideline. And rightly so. They had the lead in this game. They had to feel like they had a real chance. But Pennsylvania, that passing attack, just too tough.
Well, after that first drive, when Pennsylvania shot themselves in the foot and gave that score, they did settle down and had a really nice drive, run pass, and a couple real nice third down conversions. And
well, that drive woke them up, Coach.
No doubt. I think so. I do think so.
I mean, anytime you go into halftime with a caliber of talent on both sides and it's 14-7, you come out and play third quarter, they just found out where the weak spot was and went after it.
Yeah.
So we got 33.9 seconds to play. Pennsylvania leading at 44-27. Maryland with a timeout. But I think we can go ahead and say Pennsylvania's going to win this edition of the Big 33.
Well, Coach, they say the huddle gets bigger every year. Every time a kid plays in this game, whether in Maryland or Pennsylvania, it adds the number of kids who've contributed to the history of football in both these states and being a part of the whole, experience of the Big 33.
We made this point before the game. I think it needs to be repeated. This game has been around forever. Maryland has not always been in this game. They have played Texas before. They have played Ohio before. But for the foreseeable future, this is going to be a Pennsylvania-Maryland thing, right, Doug?
That's what we're hoping.
There's no doubt, And PA loves the marriage with Maryland, and hopefully Maryland feels the same way. Got to give credit to Hoy, Troutman, Shoemaker, Washington, Holmes, Koliwa and Baines, up those offensive linemen. Second half, I think they stepped up and answered Maryland. Maryland was giving them the business.
You guys called it from the very beginning. This was going to be decided by the play up front, and it was.
And give Sistilli some credit. He's that tight end. He's a big kid. He really helped them too in that whole look. I thought they really battled and battled and battled.
Pennsylvania 4th and 22. They're going to punt it. Maryland's hoping for a miracle here. Going to be taken at the 38 and tackled right away, coming down in coverage, and there's a flag. That was Saeed Holt. What are you throwing a flag with 26 seconds left? Seriously.
You just wonder sometimes.
Did he want to get on TV? Is that
well, no, you have the rules of the game. You know, the rules of the game are the rules of the game, you know? Yeah, I just,
you know, something to be said about just
understanding the game, getting a feeling for the game, making the game a better thing. Really good officials, you never see them because they're just enabling the game to be played. You know, anything dangerous, you step in, you do it, holding at the point of attack, all that stuff. But they've done a good job. I mean, everybody's human.
See, they're out there shaking hands. They know the game's over. And no real reason not to be sportsmanlike. The penalty against Pennsylvania. And Maryland's going to have 26 ticks to get something done. But tip your cap to both teams.
They're going to take chances. They're going to take a shot.
Pretty well played game.
This quarterback, he'll take a shot. Oh, boy.
Be nice for him to get one more in the end zone. It's not going to change the end result of the game. Just gets you to go out there.
You know what, Doug? You can snap it a couple times, right?
Yeah. Get down in there
Take
close.
A shot.
Oh, he's going for it.
And Evan can do it. Quarterback draw, coach. He's in the end zone.
Evan Fockman.
Oh, goodness gracious. Come on now. Timeout.
Timeout, Pennsylvania. Well, I see one coach for Pennsylvania down there with his arm in a sling. Another one had an ice bag on his leg. This is a banged-up coaching staff.
It's been a tough day for
PA coaches. My gosh.
Mark, you all right over there?
I'm good.
All right.
I am good. Just trying to get a picture here. They were really excited. The PA coaches really liked this team, and they were real excited about, playing in this game. They knew it was going to be a physical game, and they were really hoping that the guys met the challenge, and it's nice to see they did. You got to give these coaches credit too. I mean, Greg Botta, Gary Gauss from Portage, Lucero from Montour, Steve Devlin, Archbishop Wood, Mike Farr, Schuylkill Haven, and Jerry Yonchik from Lebanon. All the assistants. These guys put a lot of time in like the Maryland staff does, and they did a marvelous job getting these guys ready. And hats off to Greg for being that head coach, and hats off to Coach Markowitz too about, with this game being is up in the air and, first time for everything. These two guys had to be flexible and understand the situation, and they both did, and that's really commendable. It starts with those guys, and they obviously set a real good example for this game.
So here's Maryland with 26 seconds to go, trying to get on the scoreboard again. Fockman having to roll out to his right, looking downfield, can't find anybody. Going to reverse his field, come back.
Holding. Watch out.
He picks up a block there. Fockman's just going to keep it himself.
He's an athlete. Didn't he? Look at that kid.
Mackerel.
Gets down to the 16-yard line, 15-yard line. That was third, fourth, fifth effort on Evan Fockman's part.
There is no quitting that child. His mom and daddy can be proud of him. His coach, everybody, Navy. Navy, you're getting some special people coming your way.
Now, unfortunately, there's only 3 seconds left. The play took a long time.
All four of these quarterbacks just really put it on the floor. They did. They did a great job.
That four quarterbacks could play better anyway.
There's no doubt. Shoot, they're great. And it seems like your two guys are going right to the schools that they can excel at.
Yep.
As is.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? 4 years from now, you see Jabari Law on one side, and Fockman on the other.
Yeah.
And the way it would make it best is if it was one of the years the Army-Navy game was played in Baltimore.
Oh, boy.
And, I sure hope that Grant and Reese both take their teams. I think both those schools VMI and Colgate are getting two really good football players, two guys that can lead their program, and that's great for them.
Well, VMI is going to take a step up with that child. He can throw the ball, and they got a coach down there that can coach it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, VMI is a program on the rise. They've done a good job recruiting. Head coach is a great guy.
Colgate's a terrific academic school. It's great. A little cold for my liking up there, though, but hey, God bless them.
You're going north a good while, Coach.
Woo, man.
If a Pennsylvania guy says it's cold, Doug, it's cold, right?
True.
Yeah, man.
True.
Uh-oh. Putting an O-lineman in there on defense. Watch out.
This has got to be close to a record for the longest final minute in a Big 33 game.
Oh, Mother Goose. Come on now.
8 seconds on the clock.
Got this. All right, here we go.
Evan Faulkner's going to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Go ahead.
Faulkner.
Time up.
Play it, Mike.
Touch.
Out of bounds. Nice throw and catch, but it ain't going to count.
Got to watch them feet.
Mike Crawford on the coverage.
He's stating his case.
Imhotep player.
Practicing for law school down there. Ain't going to work.
Yep. Doug, why do you wear long pants and no socks? I don't understand that. What's that about?
Coach, you're talking a whole different world.
That's interesting.
I lost track of youngster fashion years ago.
They're going to do it. You wait. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again.
Faulkner taking a shot at the end zone.
He's going to go on the other side.
Well,
got him. Touchdown.
Did he come down with it?
Got him.
He did.
Touchdown.
Evan Faulkner complete to Andreas Price with zeros on the clock, and Maryland will make a last stand.
Hey, real credit to those kids for coming up here and playing hard.
Take a look. Look across the field.
That's a great throw. Great throw, too, guys.
Boom.
Great throw,
that's on
great
Jennings.
catch.
Jennings was about as he just got to jump on that a little quicker, but that had to be a perfect throw, and it was. Congratulations to him.
The game is complete. Pennsylvania has defeated Maryland 44-33 in the Big 33 game. We'll come back with postgame and to wrap things up after this. Stick around. We've got more for you from Harrisburg.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Last year, rather than going to her junior dance, she went and did a coat drive, which I think as a junior to miss a dance, to go get coats for people in need speaks wonders about you as a person.
No one in my family has been to college yet, and I really want to be like the one who set the bar. 20 years from now, I'm going to be a neonatal, pediatric, or fetal surgeon at Johns Hopkins Hospital.
I was used for an oil change.
Someone used me to renew their license.
To help the in-laws move.
I was used for traffic court.
If we're not used in the next month,
we're going to expire.
Come on, people! Don't your vacation days deserve better? Treat them right with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like 100 Nights of Lights.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Yeah, hang on.
All right, we are here with the head coach, the winning head coach from Pennsylvania, Greg Botta. A wild second half, huh?
Yeah. That's when you have great athletes like this. Stuff like this happens. Got to give kudos to Maryland, never quitting. We were down at one time, and it showed the resilience of our kids to fight back. I'm proud of them.
What was the sideline like when they took the lead early in the second half?
There was a little down. It really was. And then we were down at halftime a little bit, too. We were up by 3, but they thought it should have been more. But
when they scored, come down the field and score in that second half drive, it was a little bit down. But, I told them this is the character check time, and they did it. I'm proud of the boys.
Seems they were challenging you to go through the air, and you guys did it.
Well, we knew we had some speed, and the quarterbacks, both Udinsky and DeBredeman, did a tremendous job. I have no idea who the MVP is going to be. And plus, the receiver, Street, did a tremendous job.
How's it feel to be the winner of the Big 33?
It's tremendous. I mean, when I was a kid, my dad and I remember sitting, listening to the game. I never thought I'd ever be able to play in the game because I wasn't good enough. I coached in it 3 years ago and lost in double overtime. So this is sweet.
It is sweet. You didn't play in the game, but you did take a hit, and we're glad you're okay,
I
Coach.
took a huge hit, but I'll tell you, Bot's back up.
All right, very good. Hey, the winning coach right here. Congratulations. Much more coming your way after this.
Turn up, turn up.
All right, fans, we turn your attention now to midfield. Executive Director Barry Bell and his staff going to present tonight's game MVPs.
In times of chaos and deceit, the world needs a superhero. Get ready for Six Flags' new Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, soaring through the clouds in 24 stories. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth, only at Six Flags.
This is the road I want to take. These are the days I want to miss.
RAV4 is perfect to get the most out of your adventures. And all these advanced safety features come standard. Now, buy a RAV with 0% APR for 72 months or $2,500 cash back from Toyota. And 2 years of no-cost maintenance is included.
What takes you where you want to be?
RAV4, what drives you? Toyota, let's go places.
I was used for a doctor's appointment.
I was used to assemble bunk beds.
We were used to reorganize the garage.
I was used to wait for the cable guy.
I've been rolled over since 1987.
Come on, people! They're called vacation days for a reason. Put yours to better use with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like Movies on the Beach.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice was clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Don't miss your last chance to save up to 50% on a 4-pack of Six Flags passes with a free parking pass. Hurry, price goes up and free parking ends June 18th. Go big. Go Six Flags America.
Hey guys, we're back right now. The winners of Big 33 this year in 2017, it is Team Pennsylvania. A big reason for that, Terrence Green right here with us now. 172 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, and did you think you might get some one-on-one coverage?
Yeah, I was hoping. They said all week it was going to be man-to-man coverage, so I was just excited, and that's what I do. My speed is my key.
Can you stop from smiling when you see just one person out there?
No, I smile all the time, so it's a habit.
You are the champions now, though. You know what this means, the reputation this game has. How's it feel?
It feels good. I always wanted to play in this game as a kid, and it's just a pleasure to play. And I'm even more excited that I did my work in this game so PA can get the win.
You got the win, and congratulations. Good luck at Monmouth as well. All right, guys, we'll send it upstairs to you.
All right, Joel D., thank you. Great work tonight. Guys, before we get out of here, a final thought. Doug Duval, you go first.
You look down the center of the field, and you see all those people there, and the greatness of this game is just a wonderful night and a great night for football.
Coach Mark Schmidt, your final thoughts.
Again, a hard-fought game all the way through. Big plays by big players. And I think when everything settled down, we watched a real solid second half of football.
We really did. All right, for all of us, it's 44-33 is the final. For Coach Doug Duval, for Coach Mark Schmidt, for Joel D. Smith on the sidelines, I'm Bruce Cunningham. And for all of us in the truck, on the production team, thanks very much for being with us tonight. Good night from the Big 33.
The Big 33 Football Classic has been brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. Morgan State University, Maryland's premier public urban research university. Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, a great place to live, work, and play. And powered by Under Armour.
Bring up the heat. Turn up, turn up.
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
I was used for a doctor's appointment.
I was used to assemble bunk beds.
We were used to reorganize the garage.
I was used to wait for the cable guy.
I've been rolled over since 1987.
Come on, people! They're called vacation days for a reason. Put yours to better use with a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy 10 miles of free beach, great places to stay, and a fun-filled boardwalk. Visit OCOcean.com and don't miss free family events like fireworks on the beach.
They say the path chosen today prepares leaders for tomorrow. So I chose academics, excellence, and a diverse culture. My choice is clear. I am a graduate of Morgan State University.
Did you know that Morgan State University has educated more than half of the African American engineers, educators, and healthcare professionals in Maryland?
Welcome to a new way to shop at Value City Furniture. With Made to Mix, we've broken the rules, so now you can easily mix and unmatch styles to create a space that's totally you. So long, matchy-matchy. It's time to mix it up and make it you. Only at Value City Furniture.
Steve Harvey's Family Feud, weeknights at 11 and 11:30 on the CW Baltimore. Steve Harvey's Family Feud, weeknights at 11 and 11:30 on the CW Baltimore.